Sure, we'll do with that one. Go ahead, Ian. It's 4 coins. Go, whenever you're ready, Noah.
It's 2v2, right?
All right.
Yes.
Mhm.
Alright, I'm going mute.
So, as I stuff my mouth with a burger, I'm proud to present Noah's dramatic retelling of what happened last time on MEAGM. Now, to the best of my knowledge, we started off by going to the desert. Or, as Better would put it, it was like, what? The Sacred Lands, right? James, you're the world master, tell me.
What was?
The desert's the Sacred Lands, right?
We
No,
were
that's
just north of the
Guildvern.
Sacred Lands in Guildvern.
Oh, okay. So we're in the desert, and we're just like, man, it's hot as hell out here. Wow. Thank God we have enough provisions to last us like 3 days. And we're all talking, and then we look around, and it's like, hey, who are those people on a hill there? Let's go talk to them. And then the people disappeared. And then I believe it was Fee and, what's his name? I always forget his name. The funny guy with the funny pet that's trying to bang your sister. Quinn. What's his name? Finn, yes, thank
And
you.
Fee's not with us either, by the way.
I thought he was with us, never mind. Okay, Finn.
No.
He disappears. And so does his loyal dog, Rex. I only remember the dog because dogs are cooler than people. And it's like, dude, where are they? And then suddenly we see, approaching at Mach 10 speed, trailing through the desert sand, displacing a lot of sand. They're not very stealthy when they do that. A bunch of people just pop out of the ground. By a bunch, I mean like 3 people. I don't remember their names, but they were merchants. They thought we were bandits, and they didn't believe our little story of, listen, we're just from the Maker's Academy, we're here to save this dude's sister, listen, we're just trying to find gougers, can you show us to the nearest oasis, please? They didn't believe us at first, but then they believed us. And it's like, listen, there's a town that way. Go. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, we'll go to the town. We go to the town. Everyone is speaking the language that I forgot to note down, but only Quinn speaks it, right? What's it called?
It
Quinn?
is. What is it called, Quinn?
Oh, is it Griff?
Yeah.
Thank you, Griff.
No. I'm the only one that knows it.
And we're vibing there. Getting dirty stares because we're filthy, disgusting foreigners bringing in whatever superstitious thing foreigners bring in. And then we hear someone singing. And I don't think she was singing in comments because they hate comments. She was singing in the language.
She was singing in comments.
Oh, she was singing in comments?
Yeah, that's why they hated it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they hated that, all right? And so we're like, oh, wow, let's go meet Toto's future girlfriend that he's going to kidnap. And then, we meet her. I never paid attention to her because I thought she was just going to be the funny guide to the funny lady. I can't believe I forgot her name. All I remember was laughing, having to go on mute because I was laughing at the name. Anyways, so she directs us to this old lady. And it's like, hey, can we get some camels from you? Oh, we'd really like some camels. But Quinn's poor, despite being a prince, and also is very bad at negotiations, despite being in politics. And so, we get the camels, and we also get the lady who was singing in comments. Toto's future girlfriend. And so we trek off across the desert to where, Toto's future girlfriend knows a lot of gougers hang out. We reached them. Congratulations. Oh, look, there's a tree. Erwin, shoot the tree. See what happens. Hentai. I wish I was kidding. Tentacles. Lots of them.
Everywhere.
There was
And
also a
Boston
little
gets
bit of
everywhere.
war.
I'm getting to that. Don't spoil
Sorry.
it.
Sorry.
Anyways, so we're fighting. I'm missing like usual. I can't hit shit. And then I discover, like, 4 levels ago, I took an AoE modifier. And so I apply it, and oh my god, it works really well.
I realized 4
But it
levels
takes
ago.
1/4 of my mana. Please recall, I'm a glass cannon that can't hit shit. And wow, would you look at that? Quinn just got sucked underground. Now, unknowns to us, Quinn is currently getting very intimate with the Gouger through an intimate ritual known as Vor.
Jesus Christ.
And so in my absolute genius, and by genius I mean I'm an absolute dumbass flailing around hoping to save Quinn before they get vored and we have to deal with the consequences of Vor, I blow up the sand using my new AoE, my newfound AoE powers that I always had but never used because I'm deficient in the brain. And that saves Quinn because Quinn on the inside was raging against the machine. And not trying to die, trying not to die. So that works well. Gouger surfaces, spits out Quinn, and promptly falls over dead. We did it! We won! And then more tentacles pop out. But thank God that the Maker's Academy, for some reason, suddenly grew a conscience and had 3 older students shadow us to make sure that nothing bad happened. So we make a retreat, and I break off the Gouger's tooth, because I remember being told by Stephanie that's a good thing to do. And the students, those 3 students hold off the Gouger, and then they catch up to us, and we meet James's future tsundere character, who I very much hate. I swear to God, James, I saw you switch over to that character portrait. I'm going to kill you. Run.
What are you talking about?
Anyways, as I was saying earlier, so then they go away. Why not? And then we go back to the village. But before that, Toto gets a kiss from his future girlfriend. And then at that point, he starts making plans to kidnap her. Toto, what are you doing? Why? Why are you doing this, Toto? What is your plan with this girl? Anyways, we get back to the academy. We go and see the medicine lady. That is totally not the nurse from My Hero Academia. And we are able to successfully synthesize a antidote thanks to Erwin and his abilities in potion making. We saved Quinn's sister. And now we're about to meet someone new who's been on Team Wood this entire time. Take it away, boys.
I mean,
I feel
So-
like you skipped over something, but I'm not gonna say anything.
You want to enlighten the group?
I just want to point out, Sully, that you almost sound jealous, Mr. I'm going to step on Toto's face now because I said it.
Is that really what you were complaining that he skipped over? Because I was hoping we would never bring that up again.
I am mad he skipped over that because he's making it seem like it was all about me and this desert girl, but no, Sully was jealous.
All right.
Recall jealousy.
Anyways, Erwin saved Juno.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love. All right. So, what happened? So, we're going to open up with Juno now not dying on the medical bed and able to move once again as she starts to recover. Does Quinn simp, or does Quinn go to solve other problems that are addressed? Because as you've heard, Chris has been trying to start a fight with what's this, DeBarkley.
Well, I think Chris and Barkley can wait 10 minutes for me to be grateful that my sister's not dying anymore.
Nah. Erwin,
I
you stay
think
as well?
Toto's already simping, so.
Erwin, are you staying as well? Or are you going to go pour out the dumpster fire?
Erwin doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with that.
What's Erwin gonna do then?
Take a breather after just fucking synthesizing the potion.
All right.
Did in fact make the potion.
Sully, what are you up to?
I just realized I was muted because I was eating. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stand around watching.
Oh, are you in the med
Typical.
bay?
All right, there people are watching the med bay, leaving Toto.
I
Erwin
think we
Susky
all
ventured-
know where Toto is going. Toto's going to put out the dumpster fire.
Where's he going? You're gonna go see Barkley? Or you're gonna go see Chris?
I'm gonna go see Barkley because I like Barkley.
Okay. You go. Let's say what time it is. We'll say it's like a lunchtime. I don't know. Make it easier. You guys go. You go find him in the common area of Team Wood's place. He's sort of sitting there, talking with Kino and Taps.
Hello, I am back.
Oh, so you didn't die? Kino said you were gonna get eaten alive by like a big monster or something.
Nah, that was Quinn.
Dang it! I owe Porter 10 marks now.
Why would you ever bet against Quinn being the one to get bored?
I figured you're gonna do some dumb self-sacrifice thing.
That's accurate too. So, rumor has it that there's been some fighting going on again.
Yeah, Chris keeps coming over here and harassing us.
Okay.
Time to break Chris's fucking legs.
He is trying
And-
to get me expelled through challenge now.
Sounds about right. And none of you guys have been accepting these, right?
I mean, I want to sort things out with him, but I figured if I accept a challenge like that, you start yelling at me when you got back.
Yes, I would. Okay, so it seems like things here for now are fine. I guess I have to go talk to Chris now.
Where's Erwin at?
Erwin is helping with Juno right now.
Okay, someone's been looking for him.
Who?
I honestly don't know. She hasn't talked much since we've been at the school, but she's been looking for Erwin. And yeah. So I wanted to talk to him about something important. I don't know. She keeps stopping by. She's been stopping by the last few days.
Well, if I see her, I'll let her know he's at the med bay.
He'll give you a description. And you do remember this girl. He'll give you a description of, I gotta open up the picture. Girl with sort of like white hair, a bit of pink highlights. Wears like a brown jacket a lot over the uniform, and yeah, it seems kind of pretty much a musclehead, but kind of sweet compared to everyone else in the school.
Okay. Decent description. That should be easy to find. Alright, James, let's go find Chris.
All right. Where do you go?
Let's go check. I don't know, James. Let's go check. Oh, you said it's lunchtime?
Yes.
Let's go check the cafeteria then.
Okay. In the cafeteria, uh, you see Team Gold, talking to Finn, whose head is just on the table.
Accurate.
Wait, so you're saying that Toto kissed a girl? Oh, but you didn't? I guess that would make sense. You are sort of like bad at things like that. Shut up, Meek. So the gouger you fought, you see actually, Becky, speak up. The gouger you fought, was it like scary or something? I didn't do majority of the fighting. Honestly, I think Quinn did something while he got swallowed. Wait, Quinn got swallowed? He like speaks up. Do you like it or something? I'm not answering that question, Meek. But you don't see any Chris there. You just see Team Gold.
I'm gonna walk over to them. Hey, we're back. We're not dead.
Oh, you're still handsome too.
Meek, you have to save that stuff for Erwin, you know.
I save my love for all those who deserve it.
Erwin definitely deserves it. He's Juno's hero now. You better pick it up.
Oh, wouldn't want Juno to steal him from me, but I have a feeling that she has other people that she wants to look at.
Oh yeah, I heard that she got dressed up for them.
Yeah, that must be very special. You see Finn just throw a fork at Juno's head. Ow! I'm gonna go get some rest, because clearly my team doesn't realize I'm exhausted. He's gonna just walk off.
Anyway, back to some serious business. Where's Chris?
Oh, she like looks off. I think he's in one of the training rooms.
Oh, perfect. Alright. Thank you. I'm gonna go to one of the training rooms, James.
Saffron,
Yeah.
you're eating lunch. You've been sort of spaced out as Court's been listening to Ted tell one of his stories again at the table, and you spot for the first time in a few days you see that snake boy again. You see Toto.
It's time to go in the hot pursuit
All right.
from a distance.
Don't tell me you're already leaving us now.
I got some things I gotta go do.
Yeah, best of luck then.
I know who none of these voices are. Just
That
so
was
you know.
Ted talking to you.
Okay. I'm gonna walk away.
All right. And you go after are you quickly pursuing Toto, or are you just sort of, stalking?
Really no stalking.
Okay, got it.
Good.
Toto, what's your passive?
Hold on. Let me pull it up. My passive is an 18.
Toto, as you're making your way to the training rooms to try to find Chris, you notice that there is a girl following you.
Okay. Hold on, give me 1 second.
You didn't even ask me to roll stealth, but I know it won't matter.
Yeah, no. Oh god, that's awful.
I should probably.
That's awful. Alright.
You hear the
If you
sound
wanted to
of
get a good
one-
look at me, you could have just asked. Don't have to stalk me.
Oh, and you can tell that this girl is a little visibly flustered. I have a question for you if you don't mind.
Sure.
Would you happen to know where Erwin is?
Oh, I thought you looked familiar. Barkley told me that you were looking for Erwin. He should be in the med bay with Juno right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, and you're gonna watch her kind of just run away. She's gonna trip almost immediately, but she's gonna get back up and fucking bolt.
Oh, how my heart swells with joy. And I'm gonna turn back around and go find Chris.
All right. You hear the sound of yelling and screaming. You open up that door and you see Chris sort of plow into a training dummy and send it soaring across the room into the wall, next to
Okay.
a stack of a few other training dummies destroyed.
What did the training dummies ever do to you?
Oh, look, you're back. This is like the best way to get out my anger, you know?
Yes, you have a lot of it. You do realize that there are other ways to relieve stress.
Like,
Fucking.
he just looks at you in annoyance.
Are you trying to fuck Chris?
We're going with it, guys.
I swear, sometimes you sound just like Meek.
We have similar interests, is all.
Look, what do you want, Toto?
I want to know why you took the opportunity while everybody was gone to continually challenge and harass Barkley.
Because he deserves it.
We had the trial already.
And he's innocent from Juno. I'll accept that. I'm not going to go against what you guys determined. He's not innocent for what he did before that. Even he will admit to that.
Yes, and so will I. He did some very horrible things, and you have every right to never forgive him for what he's done. But you also have to kind of realize that we're in an entirely new environment. We're an entirely new place. He's reworking his life at the moment. And I think he deserves that opportunity to change his ways. And so far, he has. And you
Great.
kicking him out is not going to do anything.
I wish my mentor had the opportunity to avoid being stabbed to death by him, but we don't get to have opportunities in life. So if I'm sorry that you don't realize that I kind of hate the guy and I don't care how he's changed. He's a filthy killer. You don't just walk away from that. He took something very precious, not just to me, but to dozens others, because he thought it would be funny, because he thought he wanted some marks. I'm not going to just forgive that.
Like I said, you have every right to not forgive him, Chris, but you do realize what would happen if he did accept this challenge. Let's say that you challenged him and the goal was to get somebody expelled. What happens if you lost? Not that you would, but what would happen if you did?
That I don't deserve to be here. I came here to get stronger so I can be like my mentor. I came here to make something of the life he gave me. And if I can't face down his killer and prove that I'm stronger than him and I can give justice, then I don't deserve to be in this school. It's simple as that.
I don't know your master. I do not claim to know anything about him. But I do have a question for you that I'm pretty sure you've asked yourself a couple of times. Would your master be happy with that? With you throwing your life at the hands of his killer? You have an opportunity here at this school, and you're just going to throw that all away? You're willing to put that on the line?
I don't give a damn if I'm a graduate or not. And I don't give a damn what my master thinks I should be doing. This is justice. He died because he was being soft hearted. He died because he wanted to be this great person. I respect him for what he was, but I know when I need to stop following his way and start following my own. I did things the right way. I didn't kill Barkley when I had the chance. I could have, at any moment I tried, ran up and crushed his skull with my fist. But I have my own personal journey, and I don't want to become another murderous crafter bastard, no matter who deserves it, no matter how much he deserves. He ties his fist. I waited, and he was proven innocent, and I let that slide. But like you said, we're in a different environment. We're not in Troy. We're not in Livera. We're not in the world. We're in this school. And there are ways I can get my justice without having people around me, without needing their help. And if he claims to be the person he is now, the fixed person, he accept the challenge. He atone for his sins and at the very least walk away from this school. An assassin, a murderous bastard does not deserve to be in a place like this.
What is the challenge, Chris?
I'm sorry. Last time I checked, he walks up to you. I'm Team Gold and you're Team Wood. And I don't think we should be strategizing with each other like that. Have a good day, Toto. He's gonna just walk out unless you stop him.
Chris,
What?
the next person you are going to challenge before you get to Barkley is going to be me.
Why is that?
You have your beliefs, and I have mine. I fought for Barkley before, and I'm not going to stop now. You have to get through me first.
You're leaning into the door frame. You're too good for this school. Everything people tell, all the rumors about you are you being this caring, loving mom character. Despite all the politics, despite all the snake tactics, you're the one trying to bring peace. And all of that love is wasted on a man that's done nothing but take loved ones away from others. That doesn't make sense, Toto.
Makes sense to me. I know him. You knew a version of him, I know the new version of him. And that's what I cling to. I saw what he looked like down in that prison. And I looked death in the face, looking at Barkley in that cell. You didn't. So next time you want to challenge Barkley, you come to me first.
And if I beat you, you're gonna wager Barkley's life?
All I do is give you passage to challenge him next. But my side of the challenge is that you would have to leave Barkley alone. You'd have to let the school do its thing. If Barkley ends up leaving some other way, getting killed, or getting expelled by some other means because he decided to go out past curfew or some shit, then that's that. But you will no longer be able to be the cause of him leaving.
He'll shake his head. Too good for this school, but we're in the academy. I don't have to listen to you because you have nothing over my head, and I have every right to face Barkley. So no, I'm not going to have an innocent man dragged into his sins.
It's not your choice.
It's not yours either.
My life is my choice, and I am choosing to put it on the line for Barkley.
And my challenges are my choice, and I choose not to attack an innocent man, not to challenge someone who's too good for him.
Alright. Well then, good luck trying to get him to accept a challenge. And I'm going to leave.
Erwin.
Oh boy.
While while Juno and Quinn are catching up, you're sort of just taking a moment to just relax in a place that isn't a desert and not for for once for a while, no timer against you, no trial, no one dying, a breath of relief. You don't have to worry about anything, just a moment of peace. And then the door to the medical ward opens, and you hear the clinging of armor as someone walks up to you.
Oh, Erwin, I've been looking for you for a while.
Apologies, who are you?
Oh, my name's Saffron. I'm a part of Team Glass. And, I actually had a question for you if you didn't mind.
I suppose I could potentially answer your question, Saffron.
Well, I was wondering if it wouldn't really be any trouble if I could maybe, like, come over to your team?
You're saying that you want to join Team Wood?
Yes, I'd very much like to, join.
I am... don't see any issues right off the bat. However, I believe I should talk to other members of my team before making a decision like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm sorry if you were expecting an answer straight away.
No. It's all fine. I've just been looking for the past couple of days, and y'all haven't been here, so I got excited when I heard you were back. Well, just let me know whenever you decide. I'll be around.
I'm sure I'll be able to find you then.
All right.
Team
cool.
Glass, right?
Yes, Team Glass. Thank you so much, Erwin. She's just gonna kind of stand there idly for a second.
Erwin's also kind of standing there idly, but like thinking.
Quinn, you see this. They're not that far from you. You can hear this conversation. Or sorry, not hear this conversation. If you looked over, you could see the conversation.
I wasn't really paying attention, but you both look like you want to say something. You're just standing there awkwardly.
Oh, right. Sorry. And I'm gonna walk away.
I was just thinking, Quinn.
It just looked really weird from here.
She was talking about joining your team, Quinn.
Oh. Did you say she could, Erwin? Or...
I said that we needed to consult with the other team members.
Support that.
Especially because she comes from Glass.
Could be worse. She could be coming from Iron.
At this point, I'm not so certain, but...
Quinn, did anyone tell you? You ran straight here, so I'm assuming Meek didn't tell you about politics, right?
Nothing specific in politics.
There was a big argument from what I heard. She gave me updates. She kept me company while you guys were gone.
So, do you have the whole story, or should I go talk to Meek about it?
It's kind of hard to pay attention when you can barely move. She might be able to better explain it.
Fair. I'm gonna go talk to Meek then.
I suppose I may as well come with you then?
Juno, you get some actual rest.
Right.
Then let's go talk to Meek.
As you guys leave the room,
Erwin.
you run into Finn. She just looks at you.
I'll acknowledge Finn's existence. Yeah.
You'll just nod, just walk into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know
Like
why
the
he's
passing
here.
in the hallway nod. Yeah.
I don't think we give a fuck if he's here.
Finn's eye.
All right. Where do you go look for Meek?
Is it still lunchtime or?
It's ended. Lunchtime has ended.
No fuck.
But it's like Saturday though.
Is it?
We left on a Thursday.
Oh, okay, yeah. There is the
Yeah,
weekend.
it's Saturday.
Because I wasn't there for politics. So I guess we'll swing by Gold's common area as the first option.
All right. Have you been the Gold's Common area at all?
I can't remember us going to Gold's Common area.
I feel like at some point Quinn might have gone to Gold's common area to hang out with Juno.
Oh, well, it's a site you're used to. Is that
I don't know.
different from yours? Yours is sort of like maybe a tavern style type of thing. There's literally a bar in there in the way and like a table. Theirs, though, looks like a hobbyist like area. There is a kitchen area. There's a like weird alchemy enchanting area. there's like a small training area. There's a place for like repairing instruments and just other woodworks. It's just different stations for different type of hobbies is what you see when you go in there.
Did we get the most useless common area?
Yes.
I'm hurt.
So you see Meek sort of working on an instrument.
Meek, Juno said you were telling her about something that happened in politics.
Oh, and she like looks like Erwin, and then she's going to teleport to Erwin and just hug him.
Yeah, all right.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry, we're here more on business right now.
Right. She'll back off. Sorry, I just hadn't seen you a few days. You know, you can't just deprive me like that.
I apologize that I was saving Juno.
I know why. She'll just like pout.
Damn.
So mean. Anyways, yeah, there was a big argument with Team Iron and Team Glass, and yeah, a few of my members too.
What were they arguing about?
They realized how unfair it was that Team Iron had such a huge advantage.
Who started this argument?
Team Glass, and then a few of my members spoke up.
I can't disagree with them.
And then they were talking. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but it sounds like it escalated to a lot more than a simple vote to take away some King's Table power.
Well, we kind of got deadlocked there because no one wants to get rid of that power because they want it for themselves. And then that's where people started just verbally assaulting each other. And then they brung you guys into it, talking about how you guys are secret, all the secrets you have, lying, and they're wondering if they can even trust you.
Of course.
It's always what they're asking, right?
Yeah, but Team Iron did a good job of persuading everyone this time. And
Especially
without
when
Quinn there,
there's-
go ahead.
Especially when there is less of an opposing force from wood itself.
Kino didn't really do a good job defending. She barely said anything. And without you there, Casper had free reign to just berate you.
That doesn't surprise me. But in our defense, every team has their own secrets. It's just people like to focus on ours, apparently.
Well, no one's dirty laundry's been aired like that. No one has really figured out what's going on in other teams. We just found out that not one, but two people were involved in attempted murder, and they were both from your team. And both, it seemed like, we're acting outside of the consensus of the team. An argument I tried to make that you guys didn't know, but that kind of backfired, sorry. And now they think you guys are too irresponsible. You don't even know what's going on in your own house.
I would believe that many people wouldn't know what's going on when they're planning to kill the leader or exile him, but
I believe no one knows what's going on in their own house, and no one realizes that they don't know what's going on until something like that happens.
Yeah, but you guys are put on a big old display. You were the tragedy that has provoked the crowd into tears. It wasn't one of us, it was your team. On top of the fact that you've already had controversies in the past from your other things you supported, things that even I don't agree with, it kind of just amounted to a lot of Team Wood hate and a lot of aggression.
So you said, aside from Team Wood's name being dragged through the dirt, was there anything any actual solution proposed to the inequality? Or is it just a lot of pointless arguments?
Ted said he wanted to settle this in a way that can benefit everyone, but he didn't have a good idea. He looked out for suggestions, but we never came to anything. We just kept going in circles. But then, I guess, afterwards, he was talking to Team Iron. He even approached me, wanted to do I don't know, a group suggestion, something to bring us together, something that can benefit everyone. I didn't want to be involved because reasons, and she sort of looks away. But he was talking a lot to Team Iron.
Alright, I'll probably go ask Ted for his side of the story then. If he has some information that you don't.
Yep, he has something. He even was talking to Chris and pulling my own members. He's doing something, all right.
And let's hope it's something for the better.
Right, for the better.
Thank you for the recap, though, Meek.
No problem. Anything to see Erwin's face a little bit longer. She'll smile at you, Erwin.
Erwin looks lost in thought for a while. Right, sorry.
She'll pout. You have a lot on your plate. It's fine. It's fine. She'll just solemnly go back to what fixing. She's fixing a guitar. Quinn, you haven't seen the guitar before. Erwin's very familiar to you.
Ah, okay.
Wait, no, I've seen. Isn't that the guitar that?
Oh yeah, you were there when he
Yeah.
bought it. Yeah, you know that guitar.
Have you figured out how it fixes itself yet?
No. Sadly, I'm not too good at playing the guitar. It's something I've been trying to get into. It's actually a new hobby of mine, so.
I'm certain you can pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully. The flute's where I'm at, but hopefully maybe I can move to acoustics. It'll be really fun, especially good for plays.
It's always helpful to know more than one instrument.
Yeah.
Rowan and I should probably be on our way.
Yeah, we need to deal with all of this.
She'll nod. Toto, what's your next stop? Actually, Sully, you were there too. I forgot you were lingering there. Sully, what's your next stop?
I can't do that. That's meta. I'm just gonna go to the dining hall then. Let's grab some lunch. I'm hungry.
Okay. So as you're getting lunch, you do notice that the team was getting a lot of dirty looks. You seem like you've fallen in fame. And you do see that, strangely enough, you basically saw Saffron run off after Toto, and you did see that afterwards. Ted and Quart and Filda, remember her, got up and went to Team Iron's stable and started talking to Team Iron.
I remember Fielda. She can shrink, and she's a statistician. She and Juno passed the test together.
Sure.
That's what you notice, Sully.
Boy, oh boy. Looks like there's trouble afoot.
Trouble in Terrorist Town. So, Toto, where are you going?
Toto's gonna go find Sully.
All right, Sully, as you're finishing up lunch and you're going to go enjoy the rest of your Saturday without any worries at all, the biggest worry pops up in front of your face.
God damn it, James. Sully.
Oh, hello, Mother. How are you doing today?
Don't call me that unless you want me to start calling you Daddy. Anyway.
I could get used to these changes.
What the fuck? Wait, what? Anyway.
That's right, everyone. You heard it here first.
It's happening.
I don't understand what's happening anymore.
Did Sully say that in character?
Yes.
All right, Toto, your response.
Yeah, actually, for once, seems incredibly flustered. Like he doesn't know exactly how to respond to this.
Please separate yourself from Toto for a second. Is Toto actually flustered, or are you just surprised? Don't play these games with me.
He does seem taken aback. Not necessarily like completely flustered, but definitely was not expecting that response.
Anyway.
Sully, you are making my dreams a reality. Okay.
What is it that you want?
One new rule. Anytime that you're near Berkeley and you see Chris come up to challenge him, try to change the challenge.
Why can't I just challenge Chris right there and, beat him?
Because I don't want your life on the line. It's going to be mine. Anyway, because I really...
Since when was it a death match?
It can be expulsion, a death match, it doesn't matter. Anyway, second, do you mind coming to the room with me? I think we have a little something we've got to get out of the way now.
Okay, that's really forward.
Well, that could be conversation B, but you have a little something on your finger.
I didn't stick my hands in my food. I'm not an animal.
I'm so confused. I am completely caught off guard. Anyway, so finish up your lunch and let's go get this done and over with because it's been killing me since you've told me basically, but things have been piling up and it's not exactly been a good time to try. But now I really need something to take my mind off everything. And you actually flirting back with me is kind of throwing me off my game. So.
Wait, you're not talking about my finger, are you? He's gonna hold up the ring finger.
There you go.
Sully, what else would I be talking about? I'd be the one sticking my finger up yours, not the other way around. Now, get your head in the game.
No, I'm the top, you're the bottom.
Sully, we can debate that all day. But really, I want to get this
shout down at the rest of the team wood table. Do any of you know if he's in possession of a hacksaw?
Probably. I think. No, the old man's too weak to have a hacksaw.
That's not a risk I'm willing to take.
I hate it here. Help me.
Oh my god.
I mean, if he did have a hacksaw, that would be a perfect cover. The one acting like a nagging mom being the killer. Perfect cover up.
I'm not letting you saw off my finger, Toto.
I'm not going to saw
We
off
joined
your finger. Oh, I want to see Saffron's response to this. I think I made a mistake.
Alright, so.
Oh god.
You guys go off.
I have not yet consented to having my fingers torn from my hand.
Oh, are you not going into the room?
No.
Okay.
I know what's going to happen. Something's gonna make the ring go fucking sicko mode.
Or, Toto, you see that Sully is hesitant to follow you.
I am going to grab his shoulder and try to guide him to our room.
I am deceptively strong, I think.
Deceptively strong, you think?
Hey,
Toto's
you
also
may have the
deceptively
third
strong.
highest. You may have the third highest strength in the group.
Hold on. Roll 21, open my character sheet.
No, Toto's stronger than you.
Yeah,
By one.
He has the third highest. Toto's has the second highest.
And it's not even that high.
Yep.
Come on, character sheet. Alright. What do I need to do to not be grabbed?
It's be grapple check.
Grapple
So
check?
acrobatics or athletics versus Toto's athletics.
Alright.
Nat 20, come on. God damn it! Can I
We
coin
have
that?
sure.
Coin whatever you'd like.
Ah,
Alright,
I want to make
you-
Ian happy.
Are firm in place, Sully. Do not move.
Point Sully.
Come on, Sully, this is important.
Well, I fail to see how, seeing as nothing's happened with the ring ever since Spirit Oasis.
No, you were literally talking to yourself in the desert.
Yes, I was talking to the child that inhabits the ring.
Exactly! That is not. Sully, are you insane?
I think you're insane.
Sully, we either
It's-
go to the room and do it, or I'm going to follow you and pester you and do it when nobody is watching.
Phrasing.
Thank you, Porter.
We're just assuming that Porter's the one that said that.
Is Scars here? Scars, are you here?
Yeah, what?
I need you to be a personal bodyguard. Can you keep Toto away from me for a little bit?
No, you're not allowed to use
break
your fucking
limbs?
dog.
Just don't hurt him too much, please. I need him in
All
decent
right.
condition.
Alright. He gets
I'm
up
going
from
to
the-
literally draw my bow and aim it at him. Don't you move a freaking muscle.
Oh, you want to get started right now? Then let's go.
Jesus Christ.
You see
Include the
two-
twins too, because you know they're your dogs and you're my dog, so that makes them like my puppies. I think.
He looks back at one of them. I guess we can help. As one of them gets up and draws their soul crossbow. Bark, 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 bark.
You see, I made good friends with them.
Friends is a word.
Friends is a word. I'm gonna put my bow away. Sully, please listen to me. I want to get this done. It's going to happen eventually, whether you like it or not.
How close to a wall are we?
10 feet.
I'm gonna push him into it, and do you know what a cabedon is?
No.
It's whenever you push them against the wall and you put one arm by their head, pinning them to the wall, pretty much. Hold on. Let me
I'm
see if
pretty
I can
sure
find it.
Toto was like taller than you.
Damn.
Yes, Toto's tall.
I think I picked the wrong
Toto
campaign.
Like
is
that.
the tallest one
I'm
here.
turning you into my bitch.
Toto was like
Looks-
6'1", so I don't know if you can actually get it by his head. Otherwise, you would have to be standing on like your tiptoes.
He's not actual Sullivan height. I think I messaged Garrett about his height.
Yeah, but you're still shorter than Toto.
But we gotta get it right. We don't need to do the funny tiptoe.
Yeah, because this isn't Sully like
So-
6'3".
So, Toto, he pushes you into the wall and slams his hand against it, even though you have to still look down at him.
Even though I still have to look down. Oh god.
Sully, continue.
Is this about the... Listen, I'm not really looking forward to losing whatever power I have.
I'm not going to make you lose it. I just want to know what the ring is for, what all these voices are. I want to make sure that you're safe and that this isn't going to become a problem.
Fine. No hacksaw, though.
No hacksaws, I promise.
He'll back off.
Alright.
But
Lead
man,
the
you
way.
should really start doing that more often.
Not in public, though.
I'm cool with that.
Alright, Saffron, where'd you go after you walked off?
I went to go train like a normal person. And by normal person, I mean like Chris.
You actually walk in, and because Toto did leave, Chris is still there, and he's sort of, he's less aggressively, sort of just practicing his punches in the air. You've seen him here a lot, especially after the whole Barkley thing was happening.
Oh, hey there, Chris. I was wondering if maybe you, wanted to train?
Oh, hey, Saffron. Yeah, you've always a good sparring partner.
Well, James, Chris is gonna watch me spend all my mana to make the funny weapons.
You see Chris just sort of ready his boxing stance.
Alright. How
All
are we
right.
doing this?
Oh no, we're not gonna do a full fight.
I know.
Let's do an attack roll. Go for it. We'll do 2 attack rolls.
It's okay. Well, hold on. Initiative does matter here. I promise.
All right, hold on. Roll initiative then. Da, 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 da. He beat you.
Good.
All right. All right. That's not good. His highest roll is a 19.
That hits still.
Hmm?
That hits.
It does hit. We're just doing higher. Actually, were you doing something weird?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna reckless.
Oh, okay.
I win. Do you want me to roll another hit?
Sure.
Alright. Because I would have had the funny I don't care about the AC reduction. That's a big issue.
So you see, you guys are battling and you're fighting back and forth in this training room, trying your best not to tear it up too much. And Chris seems to be getting into it. He seems to be angry as usual when you're sparring with him, but he seems out of it. And you quickly take advantage of that and you strike him down quickly.
So, do you want to tell me maybe what's on your mind?
God, you hit so hard with that water.
You know, water does hit pretty hard.
He'll like
Shouldn't.
just sit. Okay.
It shouldn't, but it does.
He'll smile and sit up. Nothing, just the mother of mothers came to me again.
You mean Toto, right?
Yep. Trying to get me not to kick Barkley out of this school.
I'm sorry Toto's doing that to you. Hopefully you get your way.
He deserves it. He's done horrible things. Even if he is trying to change his ways. But it's different. It's not like people are misunderstanding him. He killed people. He killed innocent people. Don't just let that go, right?
I mean, I certainly wouldn't. It's not really a okay thing to do, but I mean, I understand he's trying to change and all, and that he didn't actually, try to poison you, but it's all sorts of things.
Yeah, I don't think I can look past that. And Toto's just blind for him. I honestly think he has a crush on him or something.
Does Toto have a crush on him? I haven't really noticed that part.
Toto has a crush on anyone that looks hot enough, I think.
I'm gonna kind of look down at myself.
You were included in that list.
Oh, that's huh.
He'll get up and just pat you on the shoulders. It's okay. You're in a separate team, so you wouldn't have to worry about much.
Yeah, separate team. How tall is Chris?
Like 6'4".
Okay, I'm 5'2". I'm pretty sure Erwin and I are the same height.
Yeah.
Chris is big boy.
Erwin finally found someone that he can look in the eyes.
Oh wait, no, I'm 5'3". Fuck you.
Oh, let's go!
Let's go! You have to look down.
Hold
on, we're gonna roll a d4.
Oh
And
god, is Chris so far the only one that Toto has to look up?
Meek is gonna be 5 foot, whatever his d4 is.
Cool.
Is Meek taller than Erwin?
Yes.
I like that.
I love that. I love that.
All right. So, we're going to, with that, he'll just, I think I need to take a break though. Thanks for the spar, Saffron.
Saffron. everyone has a room to just sit in now and be afraid.
As the
The
walls.
snake man's coming for her.
The snake man's coming for me. So, oh,
I was just gonna say, bye, Chris.
bah. And not too long after, you see a knock on the door and you see Court pop in.
Do I have to beat the shit out of Porter now?
I said Court. Court.
Oh shit!
Or
Hell
Quartz.
yeah!
I'm not sure how you refer to her.
Court. Oh hey, what's happening?
She'll wave at you and sit down next to you. And with using ice for actually water for words, did you get in?
They're gonna talk about it, but hopefully I at least talked to Erwin about it, and I think he said he was gonna talk to everyone. So
She'll clap her hands together and spread them apart, and there's like a word "excited" made out of ice with a question mark.
yeah. I'm just a little bit more nervous now. You don't think that Toto has a thing for me, do you?
He looks at you. What's your passive deception? Just I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get okay, how good you are at keeping your composure.
9.
All right. She'll look at you for a minute and then just sort of shake your head. And then like using water. I don't think you're Toto's type. You should be fine.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I just.
The sad thing is she's wrong.
No, she's not. She's lying.
Yeah, I can tell this out of character. Even though my insight's like a 15. I'm gonna choose to fail this.
Alright,
I
that's
just
up to you.
don't know what I'd do if Toto confronted me right now.
You see her make two sort of sculptures out of ice. One is of Toto and one is of a clown, and then she makes an equal sign using water.
You will laugh at the funny clowns.
And then out of water she'll put, "Don't take him seriously."
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not like Toto's one of the main reasons I'm trying to join Team Wood, but
she'll like sort of like put her arms like no. She'll think for a minute. She'll put she'll like move the sculpture of Toto and then like put out of water, like out of ice, make a nice.
well, yeah. He seemed pretty nice. I talked to him today. He kind of told me where Erwin was. I don't know how he saw me, but he did.
And she'll just start writing water. If he does make you nervous, just bring him around me. I think I can handle him. He can't flirt with someone he can't speak with.
That's a good point. I'll be sure to do that. But I'm also pretty sure I could probably get away from him. I don't think he could find me if I was really trying, you know.
she'll smile and nod.
I believe this 100%.
She'll put a sculpture of a ninja and then a sculpture of you in the equal sign.
I'm gonna beam proudly. And then I will just shoot the shit.
Yep. So, cutting away. Erwin, stop running. Stop. We're gonna get a play-by-play from Rebel. So, we're gonna cut away actually to Quinn and Erwin. You guys are heading to where exactly?
I think we're meandering to Glass, but I have some things to talk to Erwin about before we make it.
Go for it.
So, Erwin, you remember the note we got at the end of the trial?
Yeah, of course I remember that note.
So I'm probably correct in thinking that whatever Ted's proposing as a solution to the inequality is what I have to agree with, right?
Likely, yes.
However, if an alternative is proposed that fits the game description of Finn's note, it's more likely that. Because it's hard to know what proposition I have to side with if I don't know who it 100% coming from.
The note just said to side with the first one, right?
Did it say first?
The next
remember-
proposition brought up in student council, like the next thing that the people want to be voted. The next thing that needs to be voted on. Someone bring in a motion to the table.
Okay, so basically, whatever is actually proposed, I have to be in favor of.
Yeah, things were proposed
Rather than-
last time, but you weren't present there, so you couldn't do anything.
Yeah. So whatever the official proposition is, I have to be in support of it. So when we're talking to Ted, I'll probably try to stay neutral on it, just in case his side isn't the actual proposition, but also in case it is, I can still be in favor without drawing suspicion, right?
It would probably be best if you didn't let your goals be known, yes.
I just didn't want to bring it up in front of Meek, especially if Finn hadn't talked to her about the note he received.
I definitely believe that he did talk to her about that note.
But it's better to be safe than sorry.
Of course.
Right. We'll go find Ted.
All right. You see, you meet in the hallway to the Team Glass's dorms. You see Ted walking back with his team minus Court.
With everyone on his team except for Court.
Not everyone, but like a group of people from his team. Diamond is there.
Yeah, but you notice that Court is not there.
Yes.
Okay. Ted, can I talk to you when you have a chance?
I'm free now. Not like we're doing anything on the weekends.
I just wanted to check. Meek said that you had some information from politics. I just want to hear a decent recap.
Oh, just trying to solve the problems we got going on with a bit of power imbalance. I wasn't really sure what to do. I just thought that since we're all here, we all good thinkers, we can figure something out.
I was just hoping to hear. She mentioned that you had an idea. You had a solution to the inequality issue that was brought up.
I just thought some reallocation of points, but it was half baked at best. But I've been talking with some other people, and they think maybe something a little more complex, something to, more keen to the school might be in favor.
All right, so there's no real consensus on anything yet.
More keen to the school. Do you mean like a game?
Bingo. With the
Hmm.
game, there can be a winner and a loser, but if we get the rules right, we can minimize the casualties, I guess, or allow for maximum rewards. I've been talking to Team Iron and they've been coming up with a nice rough draft, and I know how you feel about them, but they are pretty smart people.
I don't have any hard feelings against them specifically, just a few of their actions.
That
So
is
if
true.
they come up with a good solution, then by all means.
I don't think it'll be the best. Not sure if it's going to get most support, but we'll see. It's something about challenges, what they've come up with. I don't know much. I've just been sort of talking with them. I think they're going to have the final say, honestly.
All right. If they're coming up with enough logistics for it, then we should hear a fleshed out idea on Tuesday.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. And I heard around Good job making it out alive. I'm glad your sister's okay now.
I'm glad too.
If you ever need anything, Team Glass is always open to you.
Of course. You're always in my top 3 favorite teams. Wait, there's 4
Oh.
teams. Top 4 favorite teams.
I'm glad to be considered in the rankings. There are 5 teams.
Wait, there are 5. Silver doesn't exist anymore, James.
Garrett?
He's a team!
To be fair, I forgot about Team Fee as well.
Okay.
I didn't. I just forgot about Team Gold.
See, I remember Team Gold, but then so I realized, oh wait, it's rude to not include Team Iron. You know, sometimes they rank above someone. Sometimes a team pisses me off. We gotta make this fair. I was excluding Silver because Silver doesn't exist. We'll just pretend that I said the right number for there.
No, Fee is somewhere, wherever Fee's at right now, a piece of his heart just broke off. All right, so.
I don't think Fee gave a shit about me.
What's your guys' next play?
I don't know. It's an Irwin question. I've gotten my politics recap.
What our next play is?
Yeah. Is it just waiting for a team meeting?
Yeah, waiting until we got a team meeting. I'm assuming we're having one
whoever
tonight.
the fuck Saffron is.
All right. Toto and Sully are in your dorm room, and no one's here. You don't know where Erwin and Quinn are at.
Okay, this is great. So we're gonna just go sit on the couch, and I'm just gonna hold out my hand. You can keep the ring on, or just take it off and give it to me. Doesn't matter.
Try and pull it off. See what happens.
All right. Well,
I
James.
hope you remember this ring can't be taken off.
Well, I'm gonna grab the ring, and all right,
Dislocate
James.
Sully's finger.
Oh, let me guess. You're gonna do your Pathfinder thing. Make sure to think about the right thing.
Which do you think would be best, the day it was made, or the first time a soul got trapped in it? Because those could be 2 very different things.
In particular, the day it was made.
Day it was made. Got it. All right, James. We're looking for its memory of the day it was made.
Or at least the soul that got sucked in there because they made it.
You gotta tell me which one you're focusing on. Who do I got?
Yeah, because what
It's
if
either
this
the
was
first
just a
soul or
regular
the day it was
ring?
made.
This could just be a regular fucking
I'm
ring.
telling
when
you
it was
right now,
made.
I know James. It's probably together at one thing, so just say like the day it was made.
Got it. The day it was made, James.
Okay, so that's what you're going with? He's
Yep.
in the future as well. Make me a history check.
Oh God.
Just take 3.
All right, we're gonna coin that.
Go
Do we
for
have
it.
to coin?
Thank you for the coins.
James has all the coins
This
and
was
didn't even
for
take
Ian.
Ian.
God damn it!
Kinds of royalty.
God, can I please, for the love of God, roll above a 10 when I'm making a history check?
No.
No.
I'm gonna cry, guys.
You touch the ring and you've learned nothing, because what happens is that you go back and you see a ring being made in a jewelry shop. And then someone buys it. And you hear the voice, "This will be a good basis. We could work from here." You always have to start somewhere, right? When you're searching for divine. And that's all you get.
I'm going to let go of the ring. I should really start practicing more on objects. They seem to be a lot harder to get memories from. Divine?
What?
somebody bought it from a jeweler, called it a good basis, and said looking for the divine. I
So
didn't get.
where are you keeping the hacksaw?
I use a bow. I don't have a hacksaw.
Did you, Sully? You hear? Did this guy literally use Pathfinder magic, and all he got was 3 seconds?
Yes, he's very new at the whole Pathfinder thing.
He's like really, really bad.
We're aware of that. Doesn't that power only come with growth and experience?
Yeah, but like I met a Pathfinder, and like she was relatively new, and she was way better than this.
Baby steps, whatever your name is. Baby steps.
Why do I feel like I'm being insulted?
Because you are.
Definitely.
Way to make that settle, Sully. I can try again tomorrow since tomorrow's also the weekend.
Listen, if he's gonna say bad things about you, I think it's at least the least I can do to let you know about it.
Snitch.
Or you could defend me.
He's just gonna look at you.
All right, I see how it is. I
You
am
still have a
heartbroken,
lot-
Sully.
You still have a lot to learn, Toto.
Wait. I'm gonna go to my room, James.
Oh,
Oh god, he's getting the cuffs.
let's see.
Oh God.
You get the cuffs.
I still have the Pathfinder book.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go back to the couch
Okay.
with my Pathfinder book.
Mhm.
And what would be a good lesson here?
How to refresh artifact.
How to refresh artifact. How to reduce cooldown on artifact.
Like,
There
literally
we go.
just
That'll.
using it to Google cheat codes. How do I make my shouts cooldown equal
How to
zero?
create infinite cooldown infinite cooldown reduction on artifact.
All right, James. I'm going to look for the I'm going to look for a lesson on just, I guess, using relic and being able to last longer than fucking 3 seconds. Have a 3-second memory.
It's not
How
at
to
all.
last longer than 3 seconds.
How
If
lasts
your
longer than 3
artifact lasts
seconds?
longer than 4 hours. You may need to call a doctor.
You may need to call a mage and have that sorted out. So go ahead and make me a history.
All right, I don't have any more coins, so let's roll a 1, guys. Close enough.
I'll coin that.
Watch this. This is gonna be the one. Hold on.
You haven't hit a 10 yet.
Roll 20 is not registering rolls. Hello.
You're gonna end up rolling 3 at once. Oh.
Never punished.
Never punished.
Guys, I hate my life. James, can we level up already so I can get so I can get mastery in this shit? I'm going to lose my mind.
Never punished. What is that? A plus like 3? I don't think that's gonna help you. I think you're just bad. I think.
I suck at rolling.
So
This is why I need gift, James, so I can constantly use the rolls on my history.
you're gonna use gift on relic? Is that what you're gonna do?
Yes.
It's just a massive Pathfinder power circle jerk. Every power
Alright, grab
fuels the
Pathfinder
next.
to your right. And go!
Okay. So, God. What are you axing for?
I want a memory on how to use my relic. I literally failed in trying to find the lesson on how to not fail.
I tried. You hear a girl's voice. I tried looking at it. All I hear is you scribbling. That means you weren't looking hard enough. Stop saying looking hard enough. You can't see harder. You're back on. You're back in a. They're sort of inside of a cottage. They're
Oh,
talking
you
to
mean
each other.
Quinn and Iona?
Except for that, Iona could see harder.
Quinn, don't call me shitty.
when
Did
you're
roll
using
better.
when you're using relic, more be particular when you're thinking about events. When you ask for things more broad, it requires more power to figure it out. It's a give and take. If you're asking for, say, the first time this book was ever made, then you're going to get a lot of different things coming at you at once. And if you can't discern it, you'll just end up getting fractions of it. For instance, the moment I bought the book or the first time I wrote it, that's not anything useful, right? Yeah. But if you said, what was I writing 3 days ago? It narrows it down a bit more. Before you use your relic, you need to understand what you're using it on and what exactly you need from it. You blindly are asking the past for answers when all the past is a collection of knowledge. It is not a consciousness, it's not a being. It is simply something to reflect on. This is boring. Well, too bad. Now try this apple. And it ends.
Alright, I'm gonna close the book. Well, that was useful.
It's a good read.
I'm gonna go hide it again because I have to hide it.
Don't you have to return that at some point?
I'm going to basically be turning it in and checking it back out continuously.
I think it's a lot easier if you just pay her for the book.
Probably, but it's not exactly a book I want to buy from her. It's kind of her book to keep.
All right.
Right.
Oh, by the way, Sully,
Yes.
Barkley told me that there was somebody asking for Irwin. Now, given that Irwin recently became leader, I think. Yeah, I mean, we lost Fred recently, but I don't think his roommates are going to be willing to give up that space so easily. You know, they're still kind of grieving. So
Who was Fred?
the poisoner.
Who the fuck is Fred?
Fred's the one that was kicked out for Berkeley.
No, that was in character.
Yeah, I know.
I know
Yeah,
who
I
Fred
was
is.
talking to Ian. I'm talking to Ian.
Oh.
Yeah, because he doesn't know.
Oh, I thought Ian knew about Fred. I thought you told him about it.
Fred, I've never heard about Fred.
He's the one that took the fall, Ian, when Barkley was still
Okay.
innocent.
Got it.
And we couldn't get to the truth because thank you, Quinn.
All right, keep going, Sully and Toto.
This is a joke, guys. um, so I don't know if they're going to be willing to, give away his space so easily. But I have come up with a plan for when Irwin says yes, because there's absolutely no way they're gonna say no. What if we brought her here, and she took my room, and we moved into your room?
I'm not cleaning up after Kodal. Stay in your sty.
It's not a it's probably the cleanest room out of the four of us.
Oh,
Minus
yeah?
Quinn, because Quinn was a noble and she doesn't count, and he doesn't count.
He's going to open his door immaculate.
Immaculate. It's shimmering.
You get blinded by the light.
Okay, I'm pretty sure my room looks better than Irwin's.
You know how hard I keep maintaining this room? It's a lot of time.
Where do you even get the time to make... I think your sheet is shining.
I actually don't know how that happened. I think I might have lended that sheet off to somebody in the enchantment class to clean up a mess or something, and now it's shining. Anyways.
Don't don't give enchantment anything. It could wind up in Finn's hands.
If I made that into an invisibility cloak.
Oh no.
Oh no.
On that note, we're gonna fade that away to small talk, and we're going to fast forward to nighttime, where Erwin has called a team meeting. Erwin, take it away.
Whoa.
I suppose there's a few things that we need to discuss tonight then. First off, we need to discuss what was happening in politics the other day. We also need to discuss, well, what's going on with Barkley currently. And also, I was approached by a member of Team Glass, her name's Saffron, and she was saying that she wanted to join the team.
It sounds like a lot of boring stuff. Wait, Saffron's the one that like swings the water stuff. Ooh, she'd be fun to spar with. I'm for that one.
Is that all you think about, Porter?
No, I also think about food sometimes.
Oh, I find that hard to believe. Violence is on your brain all the time.
What's the problem with that? You gotta get stronger somehow.
He thinks about food once he gets too hungry from being worn out from all the violence.
Correct.
Are you ever going
God.
to wake up and not choose violence?
I mean, that's what I did before I came into the academy. But when you don't have to worry about like surviving, violence is peak.
I feel like it should be the other way around. Anyways, we're getting off topic.
Then which one would we like to talk about first?
I'm not picky about which.
If we're gonna bring someone else in, I don't care. Or as long as they let me get my sleep. And they're not, I don't know, loud like Porter. Shut up, Kino.
You know, she actually seemed quite adorable to me. She kind of tripped on her way out.
No, that means that Turtle's gonna be scary toward her like he is toward all of us.
I don't think we can escape Toto's ever-loving embrace, as disgusting as it may be.
Oh, come on, Sully. You know you love it.
Even if Toto even if they weren't coming to our team, I believe Toto could still inflict the same fate upon them.
Hey, it's not inflicting anything. But I do want to put in some actual opinion. I think it would be good to have a member of Team Glass.
Is that so?
That's it?
Well, I mean, I specifically am suspecting Ted. So I just think that it would be good to have a member of Team Glass. I don't think she'll be willing to give up information easily, but we could still garner something.
I don't like the idea of letting someone join our team just so that we can interrogate them.
Well, I mean, of course they're going to be part of the family, but like we were told, I mean, we've got to do something at some point. We're getting manipulated here. I think having a member of Team Glass will help guide us a little bit into who exactly we're being manipulated by.
I also think that having a member of Team Glass could throw off anyone's suspicions, but we just need to be careful to make sure that they aren't deceitful in their own self.
Yeah, we have to make sure that they aren't a spy.
Should we maybe have a little interview before we accept them?
That sounds like a plan.
I'm interested in knowing why they want to join us.
Combat by trial? Combat by trial.
Violence is always on the brain here.
I
Porter.
believe the term is trial by combat, Porter.
Combat by trial.
Wouldn't that just be a trial? I don't think you were into those.
Shut up, Erwin.
This is why he's leader and you're not.
I'm not leader because people can't see my beautiful vision for this team.
Your beautiful vision of what? Running us into the mud?
Not like you guys are doing a better job.
Porter, we're doing something. You would just be running in circles chasing your own tail.
I don't know about that.
Is there a
He's got a
stick?
point. We are kind of like the most hated team right now.
And I believe that brings us to the point of what happened in politics this last week.
Right. Quinn and I have the basics of what happened. We were filled in by Meek and Ted, I suppose.
Oh, I may not have to say anything.
Yes, much like how you handled it during the actual meeting.
Did you want me to go up and give an arousing speech? I watch, I don't speak.
No, you're fine. I likely would have just creeped everyone out anyways.
I think that's kind of mean, Erwin.
I'm just thinking back to Spirit Oasis.
1,000-yard stare.
But the point is that everyone thinks our team is hiding secrets. And the reason they think that is because our secrets were the ones that have been brought up.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Try and dig up secrets on the other teams and then let the fire burn.
That's chaotic.
Like a scummy solution.
It would get the pressure off of us, though. And it's not like you guys don't have connections in the other teams. There are people in both glass and gold that seem to value your trust greatly.
And I don't want to devalue that trust by turning their secrets around on them.
I don't feel comfortable with it either. I mean, using the Team Glass member as informant is about as far as I'm willing to go.
I personally wouldn't want to do that, but
Which is why we're bringing it up now and trying to come up with other solutions. Because I don't think it's going to be resolved by simply ignoring the glares.
you're right.
So we need a way to garner trust with everybody.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I honestly don't think I'm going to be any help in that department.
Why is that?
It may or may not be because Chris could potentially. I don't think he hates me exactly, but I'm definitely getting on his nerves. I haven't exactly been the most polite with Team Iron, and now I'm kind of suspecting Team Glass. The only people I'm actually friendly with still is Team Gold.
On the contrary, Toto, you personally feel that way, but you don't give out that impression when you talk to others. You're a dumb flirt like Meek, which is positive points. You act like a mother whenever something goes wrong and those rumors are spread. And you seem to be trying to do everything to have everyone hold hands and sing peaceful songs. You may be aggressive in your own dumb way, but you have done nothing to really garner hatred.
The only thing people could hate you for is that maybe it looks like you're just trying to be friends with everyone. Or trying to get up in everyone's business.
Which is really annoying.
But
It's
you're
not
really our
annoying.
greatest asset in trying to negate the damage that's been done to our reputation.
Well, what would you suggest we do?
Suppose just what you've always done, but maybe a bit more. talk with everyone, have fun, kind of
Like,
lighten the mood.
like putting on a party?
I'm not sure how many would go to a party hosted by Team Wood, but I'm not fully against the idea.
I believe we have a few things that we should take care of before we suggest anything that lighthearted.
Well, I mean,
It
we're all
is a
kind
good
of
long-term goal, though.
yeah, we're all kind of stressed, and we have Meek and Finn pretty much on our side. We could definitely, if it's not just Team Wood hosting it, if we can garner support from like Gold and Glass, Team Iron has no reason. They don't have to show up if they don't want to, but people would definitely go if it was hosted by more than just Team Wood.
Are we just going to ignore the King Blub in the room then? After all, one of our members and one of Team Gold's members are at each other's throats.
Yeah. That needs to be resolved before we can start taking any major steps towards fixing things.
I mean, we can always let him challenge me.
What
Your
terms has
attempts
he
at
been trying to
suicide are
challenge
very
you on?
blamed.
He wants, right now, he wants to do a combat on my terms, a setting somewhere where I can hide a lot. He wants to give me all the advantages, and anything goes. I can even use my poisons. And if I win, he'll never speak to me again. And I can even expel him if need be. And if I lose, I get expelled.
I already spoke with Chris, and he's not going to go for it. But if we keep changing the terms, he might eventually snap. But I basically told him that if he ever were to challenge you again, it would be me taking up the challenge, not you. And I would
That's
kind of
not quite how challenges work, Toto.
well, if you don't accept it, accept on the term that I'm the one taking it, he'll probably start backing off, or he'll get more and more pissed until he finally accepts. So,
Or he'll just break and do something that he shouldn't do.
Partly, if Toto wasn't here stopping you or going to berate you for accepting it, would you take the challenge?
If Toto wasn't here, I'd be doing a lot of different things. But I don't want to hurt Chris, but if he puts me into a fight, the only way I know how to fight is to hurt Chris. So it'll probably end in me getting my ass kicked.
Right, then
Do you have any lighter poisons?
I do, but nothing. I can't use lighter poisons on him. He's kind of built like a truck. Sorry, not a truck, like a king blub. He is a lot sturdier. When I was using my signature poison, it took multiple scratches for him just to go down. I'm sure he's only gotten stronger since then.
then perhaps you could pose an alternate format of the challenge. Same basic terms, but maybe not a combat.
That requires someone talking him off the cliff, and if it's from Team Wood, where I tainted you guys, and any other team, they're outsiders. And I don't think Team Gold likes me that much, despite you guys' relationship with them.
He's right, I don't see Chris stepping down and doing anything other than combat. And if you go in there without using full lethal force, then you're just giving him the win.
Perhaps you could make the terms a 2v2? If Toto's so eager to defend you?
Toto, you spoke with him.
yeah,
Do you believe he could be talked into that?
no. Well, maybe, but he was pretty adamant on not taking me up on the challenge because he didn't want to bring an innocent life into his and Barkley's problems. He thinks that bringing anybody else into it, Barkley might taint them, or they'll get hurt for no reason, and he just doesn't want to put them on the line like that.
Well, at least he has some sense left still. He's not completely blinded by hatred.
Understandable hatred. He, as far as I'm aware, Barkley killed someone very important to Chris.
Yeah.
Yes, from what I understand, he wasn't.
Imagine the hatred going through your body, Prince, if Barkley had killed Juno.
Which is why I'm a little bit impressed that he wouldn't be willing to accept whatever terms it would take to get Barkley into a ring with him.
Now, something that did kind of come up in my conversation with him that might help us a little is he wouldn't accept my challenge also because I had nothing to hold against him to force him to do it. He said that we were too good for this school and that I don't want to do it, but I did try to bring up his master and what his master would think, but he said that he didn't care about that.
We have no blackmail against him.
I don't want to hold blackmail against him, but the way that I got Fee out of his funk was using his friends and what they thought of him to help him out of it. If I can find somebody that was close to Chris that he actually would care about what they thought, maybe I could convince him out of it, talk him out of it.
You do realize that he isn't exactly telling you the truth there? He still cares about what his master thinks. That's why he didn't want you involved. That's why he's trying to do this reasonably. I haven't spoken much with him, but from my understanding, his master was a very good person. One that I would have liked to meet, I think, but
Right.
he's trying to break his stereotypes. The stereotypes of a crafter. I understand why he's doing what he's doing. Even though everything inside of him is telling him that he should just kill Barkley. He's trying to be the better person. That is being carried in him from his master.
And that was a lot to unpack there. But okay.
Sorry, I suppose we are in some similar shoes.
Yeah, you actually never spoke with me after that, but I'm going to drop that for now.
Toto adds Erwin onto the to-do list.
He had Erwin
And
on
the
the
to-do
to-do
list.
list and it got run over a couple of times. So do you think we could, because I think he would probably be more receptive to you.
I don't know if I'll be able to say anything that would make him back down. I could explain Barkley's side of why he doesn't want to accept the challenge, but he likely would see that as cowardice and lies.
That's why I don't think the solution is to be backing down from the challenge, but to alter the terms in such a way that Barkley doesn't have to use lethal force to win.
I agree, but it's hard to argue for honor in that.
I don't know if I could survive a 2v2. But if he wants to give Berkeley so much advantage that it would be in Berkeley's favor, and Berkeley doesn't want to use lethal force, I might be able to convince him to let me in on the challenge. He would still be fighting Berkeley, he would still be looking for Berkeley, but I could serve as at least a distraction, a peppering force to keep him away from Berkeley. And Berkeley doesn't have to fight him.
That won't make him satisfied with this.
Because in his eyes, he's still bringing you in, and you're innocent. That's why he wouldn't accept a challenge against you.
Not to mention, if you're playing that sort of interrupting role, Barkley's just cowering behind your back. He's not facing his punishment, and I don't believe Barkley wants that either.
I don't want to bring anyone else into my own problems.
But we don't want you to accept a challenge that we know you're going to lose.
I also don't want a powder keg go off because of me.
Which is why this is something we have to figure out fairly quickly.
Oh, going back and forth in circles. Maybe we should put this one to rest until with the last issue.
I suppose this one we need to talk to Chris in order to actually make any headway anyways.
So who wants to go tell Saffron the good news?
I'll go.
Or hold Saffron
Zoom.
for an interview at least.
Zooms.
Yeah.
Bye, Porter.
Zoomers.
Are we doing this tonight then, I suppose?
I mean, Porter's probably going to say something, and when Saffron comes, we'll do the interview.
It shouldn't be anything extensive. Just want to know why she wants to join us.
Are we sure he knows where he's going?
No. But it's kind of funny.
But if he goes fast enough, eventually he'll cover the whole castle and find her.
Exactly, we can make bets on how long this is going to take.
Saffron,
Yes.
did you go back to your room after your conversation with Court?
Yeah, because it's pretty late in the night, right?
I'd get in there.
Yeah.
So you're in your room and you hear the sound of rapid movement. People running back, someone running back and forth. Or eventually, ow, ow, ow. You know you should be careful about how fast you're running in someone else's hallway. I didn't know you had a carpet there, or that'll be that slippery. Oh, you're the leader, aren't you? Yeah, I am. What do you want, Porter? Where's Saffron? Which room's hers? That one. Great. And within a moment, Saffron, you hear knocking on your main door. Basically, it's like a apartment.
Oh no.
There's
Well,
the main door, and then there's your room.
I assume I opened the door to listen to this, so...
Yeah.
Hi there, Porter.
You've been cordially invited. Come with me. The team wants to talk to you.
Okay.
Wait.
I will follow.
So, we haven't sparred yet before. Do you want to spar with me later?
Sure. I don't really think you'll win or anything, but...
No, I'm pretty fast. I don't think you can even land a shot on me.
Okay.
You fight with magic and stuff, right? Like you're like a mage, but you fight like a warrior. It's really cool, honestly.
Well, I found that being strong was the way to get by, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't really think speed's gonna matter when you bring like skill into it, if that makes sense.
His face just scrunches up. Hey, I have skill too. It's just I have skill in different areas. I'm not a beefy girl. Well, I guess you're not that tall. Wait, I'm taller than you, huh? But I have other things like, and he like sort of twirls a dagger in his hand. Finesse.
I'm gonna just laugh. Not in the that was funny, but like in the I'm laughing at him.
He's just gonna grumble. Yeah, laugh all you want now, but on the battlefield, I can take you down.
I guess we'll have to see then.
I've taken down people twice your size and twice your strength.
Well,
May not have been the most fair fights, but I took them down.
I don't know if you know this, Porter, but size doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but whatever. Think I'm stronger than you.
Well, we could do an arm wrestle when we get to wherever you're taking me.
No, like in combat, I'd lose to that. Like I'm talking about, like in real combat.
Oh, well, we could do that when we get to the room if you wanted.
Yeah. Just don't tell Toto. He might get mad that I'm starting a fight with you.
Well, it's not starting if we both agree to it, right?
Exactly, but he thinks that I'm being a little aggressive, and they just want to talk to you first.
Talk to me about what?
You wanted to join, didn't you?
Yeah. I very much wanted to.
Well, there you go. That's what they wanted. We need more strong people. Quinn, is on the verge of death every other day. Toto's like a mom, and that gets annoying. Erwin's pretty decent. I think he's probably second strongest person here, after me, of course.
Do y'all have anyone who can actually, like, lift something up?
Taps. But she won't do it unless we force her to.
Okay.
And you don't. He actually stops and shudders for a bit. You don't want her to lift something up?
Something tells me I might become a kind of just pack horse.
I mean, there is like this table we've been trying to move to the other side of the room, but it's like really heavy, and no one wants to do it.
I can do that, I guess, when I get in there. Is it just in y'all's, like, common room?
Yeah. Well, what's your common room, right? No one lets me in the other common rooms.
I will explain to him what the common room looks like.
Your common room. Your common room is kind of pretty chill. Like, imagine just a very it's actually like a nice like little waterfall garden thing. It's a very chill feng shui place.
I'm expecting to walk into, like, a crack den.
So you head back to the hallway, and you're led into a room that's way less cool than yours. It's not like grass and like nice little creek, running water. It's nice in there compared to this. This just looks like a tavern, and everyone sort of looks at you.
So, where's this table I'm supposed to be moving?
He points to the table that's like awkwardly placed in front of the stage that's in their room.
I will pick up the table.
Damn.
Oh, we've been trying to move that for like weeks now. Thanks.
Where am I putting this?
Just over there.
I'll go put it where it says.
I brought him. Oh, sorry. I brought her, and also we're gonna fight later, so we get to see who's the strongest.
Quinn,
Good
could
is
you
not
propel
here to
him across
stop
the room real quick for me?
Because I'm already stronger than Erwin and Sully, so it's just natural that I beat the newest person to secure my championship.
All right, James, I'm going to expend some mana. How big is the common room?
It's pretty decently sized. What are you trying to do? Launch for the other side of it?
We had a battle map
Explosive
in here,
shot.
right?
I may have deleted it.
I know. I'm not saying that we've had a battle map in here before, and it was pretty big. It was big enough for a battle.
What combo are you casting, Sully?
Explosive shot. You see, Porter, I've learned this
Buddy.
amazing thing about magic.
I just hit if I hit the general area, there's a higher chance I'll hit you.
Precisely. Now, pray.
All right, let's see if Porter passes this. Oh, I didn't post a picture of Porter, haven't I? Ian, here you go.
I need to look at it tuned. I need to make sure that Roll20 didn't change back my proficiency mod. We are level 4, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
The mod might be different though.
Mod is 3.
it's a +3. Okay, cool. It is
No, I've
accurate.
seen this. I've seen this.
Alright.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's the same maker as Servos.
No, I've seen this because I remember the green hair and remembered I had a target.
Mm.
All right, Porter passes, so it's half damage. Go ahead.
Alright. What is it again? Let me look at the spell. Level 4, you deal 5
elemental dice, I think.
5d8.
Jesus.
D8. Did your
Or
dice
wait,
go up?
It's a d6, sorry.
We just
Because
made
I'm
that
looking
up.
at the document right now, and I'm like,
Uh,
yeah. Wow. Okay.
Insane
Never
number.
punished.
All right. He sort of dodged out of the way of it, so he doesn't take as much damage. See, perfectly fine. He's gonna throw a dagger at you. What'd you say?
14.
He hits. He's gonna deal 8 points of piercing to you.
Did we get a rest?
Yeah, you had a long rest.
Oh, okay, then I'm still fine.
Mhm.
He said 8.
Yeah.
8, 16, 24. Right. Yeah. I'm
Evenly matched, but that's because I'm going easy on you. As I said, Saffron, I'm the strongest one here. What's
Everyone,
Saffron going?
everyone
Meanwhile,
can
down the
see
hall,
the
clunk, clunk,
look
clunk.
of fear on Saffron's face.
Where is this occurring? I am so confused.
He brought Saffron back, said he's the strongest, and then Sully was like, no, and use explosive shot on him.
And I moved a table in your common room.
Yeah.
Could you maybe not be doing this right now?
We're kind of, trying to do something important here.
Yeah, Sully, don't ruin the mood.
Porter,
woke
you
up,
started
you
it.
chose violence. You always choose violence. I object.
Yeah? Well, that's expected of me, not you. So therefore, I win.
You know it's a coin flip whether or not Sullivan chooses violence, right?
That is fair.
You're
Can I have my
bleeding,
dagger?
making you the victor.
Points to you, the dagger in your arm.
I'm not bleeding yet.
Kotal's just gonna slide over to heal
Actually, is he bloody now?
Sully.
He did that much damage. He's not bloody quite yet. Then I guess we're evenly matched for now.
Face to fist style. Do you like it?
Can I have my dagger back, please?
Yeah, sure. Here, he's gonna pull it out and hand it to him.
Thank you. I'm gonna put it back in this tunic.
There you go, Sully. You are missing 1 hit point.
Why did you heal him?
Because I wanted to.
All right, continue your conversation. Now that Saffron's sort of with fear in the corner of the room.
So, did I, get in?
Saffron, we are so sorry about this. I know it's a bit overwhelming.
Oh no, don't scare her.
Welcome
I'm
to the
not
clown
going to
circus.
scare her. Saffron,
The way you were talking, it sounded like you were apologizing for not taking her.
What?
I'm apologizing for everybody throwing stuff at each other. This isn't how we normally. It's how Porter normally is. It's not how we normally are. Can you
That's
just
a
please
lie.
come over here and take a seat?
Ron's gonna look pleadingly at Erwin. And, I guess, and to Quinn.
For now, just
Oh, wait.
actually do what he says for now. Not a standard order, just...
Alright.
I would tell you to do the same thing.
I'll go take a seat. Has it been 8 hours since I beat Chris up?
No, it's not.
Alright, I'm just gonna kind of grip my funny light sword.
Whenever you're ready. Everyone's looking at you again, Erwin.
Right.
Unless Erwin looks to Quinn to start questions.
Well, I suppose we're pending approval right now. It's, we just wanted to do sort of an interview process with you. It's not anything intensive. You'll probably make it in.
Okay.
As you can see, the bar is set quite low around here.
Yeah, Sully.
Porter, you're not involved in this anymore. Go away.
I look to you first, Porter.
See, I'm innocent until I have to wake up and be like this. You, on the other hand, actively choose it.
I'm gonna just pretend like Erwin meant to look at Sully and ignore Sully's statement.
Oh, I looked at Sully as well.
Perfect. He's gonna lean back in this chair and adjust his bandana.
Is there a way I can, like, cut one of the chair legs with darkness?
Don't break
make
our
me a type.
chairs.
Oh, wait, yeah, that is a dumb idea.
You're
Don't cut the
destroying
chairs.
property now.
Don't cut the chairs.
Sorry, keep going.
Anyways, Quinn, you seemed like you had a question that you wanted to ask.
I think the most important question is that we want to know why you're interested in joining Team Wood.
Like all of the reasons, or just like one of them, I guess.
Your biggest
If-
reason.
If you have multiple, we'll take a couple, but whatever you're comfortable sharing.
Well, I guess a few of my reasons would just kind of have to be the people in Team Wood, I guess. Like don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with Team Glass. They're all a bunch of really great people. But I guess some of you just kind of spoke to me and my goals I wanted to do. Mainly you, Quinn, and Sully, and she's gonna kind of like nervously glance back to Toto.
He's gonna smile.
It was a trap.
Oh no.
And is that good, or do y'all need a little bit more?
So you just see that the goals that you want to accomplish in them, I suppose?
Kind of. I think of them as like role models, if that makes sense.
That makes enough sense, I suppose. Although, I won't question it. Quinn, do you have anything else that you had prepared?
That was the main one. In my opinion, this is mainly a formality. Just to make sure you're not trying to join the team to assassinate us all or something.
I suppose
would I-
people...
Why would I want to assassinate one of you?
Politics.
Well,
People play this game very deceitfully sometimes, and we like to know what we're getting into.
Sometimes.
Well, let's all be honest. We know it's Team Iron.
I'm not pointing fingers. Everyone plays a deceitful hand.
not really good at the whole politics thing, so I don't think that really sounds like me.
Well... you must be in politics, yes?
Yeah, and I'm in history and combat.
I figured, considering you're only in combat with me.
Is there anything else?
I'm not exactly sure how the formality of this change works, but... Is there any paperwork? Is that a thing that we need to do?
It just kind of happens. Barkley
I
speaks
also
up.
know that it's late at night, so if you didn't want to move all your stuff right now, you can probably still stay with Glass for the night. But that's all up to you.
That's true. We recently had an open space.
It's also a few empty rooms, not like especially after everything that's happened. You can have room to yourself. He points to the group that lost Fred. They have an open spot. Or you can go try to talk to Fee and see if you want to share a room with him.
I'll take my own room then.
Oh, thank God.
Have an apartment all to myself.
Sully, you sound so upset.
Upset? No. Thank God they get their own dorm. Having to clean after you and the snake? Oh, God.
What?
I
You
swear
were
to you,
gonna
I would
move in
extract
together?
too much.
Who says that?
No, Barkley's like, you guys were gonna move in together?
I was against the idea, and Toto was proposing it, and we all know how Toto is. He would have moved in whether I wanted him to or not.
I was joking, okay? It's called teasing.
I don't know about that, old man. You can get kind of crazy.
Half the time, I'm not even really serious.
Does that also apply to
Everyone
Beth?
looks at you sus.
Okay, most of the time I'm serious, but moving in with Sully is definitely a joke.
I think you want to know how much time is left on the timer.
Violence!
Google.
God.
So, is that all the questions?
Putting aside whatever was going on with them, yeah, I think that is.
I believe I have to fight Porter now.
No.
Yes, there is a trial by combat. Even if you lose, you are accepted onto the team.
You don't
Oh,
have to
okay.
fight Porter if you don't want to, but if
Well, I'm fine with it. He doesn't really look like much.
Oh, okay, wait, no, now I want to see this.
Oh.
I'm gonna make a battle map now.
You should have made one. You have a very violent character that you are playing. You should know that you're going to challenge the new guy to a fight.
well, I
He's very
suppose I
angry
won't
now.
stop you from this.
My honor has been challenged.
Funny.
You've challenged my honor.
Sully, we single-handedly kicked off half of Team Wood.
There's so many people here.
What do you mean kicked off?
Apparently, Quinn is going to leave now.
Also, are we
And
not going
Quinn is
anywhere for
going to leave.
this? We're just doing this in here? Cool.
That's the one. Yeah, we're doing it there. He's pulling out his daggers.
Well, it's too late for that. You
Sorry.
already made the battle. You already made the battle map.
His dagger and sickle.
Yeah, all right. We're doing it in here apparently.
So what y'all see is essentially, as James is setting this up, you see this 5'2" girl in full plate armor with this kind of like tannish brown jacket over her plate essentially, and where her kind of like gauntlets would be, you see it's covered by giant kind of like blacksmithing gloves, and in her left hand she's holding what looks like a giant war pick out of water. And on the right is a giant sword made out of light that seems even longer than the war pick. Just by a little bit, though. And she just kind of has this black kind of like yarn stringish necklace with a kind of blue glowing gem inside of it. And she's now staring down the funny man.
The funny boy.
I was about to say the small funny man, but I'm the small one.
I rolled that d6 was his. He's 5'5".
He's 3 inches taller. Am I the shortest character?
Probably, I think.
If you're taller than Porter, which evidently Porter's taller than me and Meek, so probably.
Let's go. the Teddy Ursa could be the smallest character.
Unless Taps is smaller.
Tap smaller.
I'll go 4'8".
I
No,
guess
I
it's a
won't.
question for me, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a question for you. I can't determine if Taps is smaller.
I picture Taps to be here. If it's high, she's like 5'4". Low, she's 5'7".
Either way, taller than me.
She's 5'7".
Very much 5'7".
Okay, I'm ready to kill Porter.
7. Hold on. All right, cool. Are we ready, Garrett?
Hmm?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get started then. And roll initiative.
You expecting me to roll initiative?
Oh no,
Let's
Porter's dead.
Go.
Porter's dead.
Porter died in a fire accident.
Rip.
Porter's.
I can't
Your turn.
get all the way over there.
Oh, is he gonna be spared?
So what I will do is I will attack with the funny light sword, and of course we're going to reckless this. All right.
That does hit.
I was gonna add more to that, so I don't know why it auto rolled damage. I was also going to sacrifice some of my AC. Well, I already sacrificed my AC for reckless to add that 3, and I was gonna do pinpoint pain, so he needs to make a dex save versus a 20.
All right, I'm gonna coin. I pass.
Oh, you're gonna coin my athletics or your thing?
I'm coining my save.
All right, cool. So nothing happens when that happens.
All right.
So
It's just
he-
15 in total.
It's 14.
14. Okay.
And then I will do another attack. But that's cringe, so I'll coin it. Oh, wait, no, I don't have to coin it. That's even better. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Savage Blow. So I'm going to take 2 damage. And I get to reroll the attack at advantage. And of course, I'm gonna use the other funny ability where he can it's whenever I hit the attack. Hold on. So when I hit, all right.
I'm god damn.
So what's gonna happen is he can make an attack at me with disadvantage was a free action, so I can add more damage onto the attack. And then I'm gonna do an expert strike on the attack for a DC what is it? 18 to make this a D12. Alright. I'm gonna kill the funny man. So I'm going to roll 2 of these. Sorry, I didn't.
What's your current AC right now?
15.
Okay, keep going.
He's going to take ignore the 11 up top, but he's going to take 31 damage.
Okay, he's gonna skid his reflexes.
All right.
And he's not looking too good right now.
And it's his turn.
Okay. After so you take 9. He hits you. You take 9 points of piercing.
Okay. Oh, can he hit me? From right there?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, yeah, I forgot. He's you're 10 feet away from him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, never mind then. He's going to close the gap on you.
All right, and as he comes there, I'm going to make an attack of opportunity as he enters my water war pick range.
Okay.
And since I'm making an attack with a water weapon, I can reduce his AC for water-based attacks to that.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to pressured pierce him. Because I haven't moved yet this turn. Because it's a new thing, right? Or is that
Mhm.
no?
You can't pierce a pressure. You don't have movement on your turn.
Yeah, okay. Well, I can still just.
It's not your turn, so you don't have movement.
Yeah, that's fair. So it's just a normal hit for 13.
All right, Porter goes down.
Well, that was
That's-
quick.
That's
You're
a
a
funny
warrior,
thing.
right?
What?
You're a warrior.
No,
What are you attuned?
I'm a mage.
Mage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Toto's gonna go and like stabilize him and have Kotal heal.
That was a lot faster than I expected.
So am I all good now?
Definitely.
That's not fair.
Barkley, why don't you take Porter to bed?
He actually will say, fuck off, and he'll get up and limp us by himself.
Or, he storms off by himself.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go that hard on him, but he seemed like he won the fight, and
No, that was hilarious. You're perfectly fine, Saffron. That was hilarious.
And Porter will storm off.
Well,
Alright.
I'm gonna go back to my room at Team Glass's dorm. Does this mean I'm going to homeroom with y'all now?
Well, homeroom's the same for everyone. You just
Once you
Right.
move in, you will be going to classes and everything with us, yes.
Okay. Well, I'll see y'all tomorrow then.
See you tomorrow, Saffron.
She'll run off.
All right. Saffron, you gonna eat your stuff? So you said you're staying in the glass for the night?
Yeah,
All right. So Party do anything else?
they hear a thud as soon as the door shuts.
Not that I know of.
All Toto's gonna do is play his flute and then go to bed.
All right.
What time of day is it when we finish that up, James?
It's like
What
9
time?
p.m.
Yeah, Urban would go do something, I think.
Alright.
I think Erwin's gonna head towards Team Gold and see if he can find Meek.
Okay. You head toward Team Gold. You use Axe round in the room, like in the common room.
I would check the instrument place first, like the woodworking shop, essentially. See if she's still.
You don't see her there.
Okay, then I'd ask around.
They'll tell you. Meek, I think she should be back by now. I would check outside. That's usually where she ends her dates.
I see.
Do you go to the main entrance?
Sure.
As you're opening the door, you pick up on the tail end of this conversation. I don't understand though. I genuinely do care about you. I thought we were having fun. Why can't we keep this going? I know, but listen, I just don't see that spark. And honestly, there's so many better girls in the school than me. I think you do a lot better. I don't think it's with me though. I'm so sorry, and I really did have a lot of fun. And I hope we can still be friends. I'm not in the right place to do something like that, you know? Yeah, but I'm glad you understood. And she'll hug him. You really were amazing. It's probably the best date I've had all night. Or sorry, all year. Right. And he'll sort of just hang his head low and walk away.
Little. There's only been like what? Wait.
This is
months.
how long after Spirit Oasis?
2 weeks.
This is her best date in the last 2 weeks. No, wait, no, the last week.
Okay, because I was thinking school year.
You don't know what she was saying.
She just said year. The year just
Yeah,
changed.
That makes sense. Has she been on a date with Erwin since the year changed?
Has
Has she been on a date with Erwin?
She seems to not have noticed you, Erwin. She sort of is just staring off. She sits down on the steps and just stares off into like the void.
I apologize if I'm interrupting anything.
Oh, Erwin! Insight check.
You know I'm good
You're
at
interrupting
insight.
something.
I am great at insight.
And she jumps and looks at you. Oh, I didn't know. Were you looking for me?
Actually, I was, yes.
Oh, I must be blessed today then. How can I help a beautiful person like you? She'll turn and look at you.
Are you certain you want to talk right now?
Oh, that. I'm fine. Sorry, it just didn't work out. Things happen, you know? There's plenty of fish in the sea. You shouldn't be tied down to one girl.
Right. I just wanted to see if I could get your opinion on something.
Right. What is it?
What exactly do you think you would do if someone you were close to, you figured out that they weren't who they said they were?
Like they were lying to me?
Not just you, but everyone, I guess.
Well, I do have a really good sense of knowing someone and picking good people like you. So, unless he did something bad, I don't think I'd care that much. When I travel around, we always have to put on different acts. So you have to act like people we don't want to act like because you have to draw an audience in. Acting bubbly, acting inviting, you have to put on a show. People have reasons for not wanting to show their true selves. But as long as your true self is still as amazing as the person that you're pretending to be, I don't see a problem.
So you're not of the same opinion as everyone else in the school, that Team Wood isn't to be trusted?
No team can be trusted. We're all playing an act. We're all working through our lines, doing the best we can to get what we want at the end, to get the grand audience to go on our side. No one here is being truthful at all. Not even me, honestly. Under insight.
Great at insight.
I will allow your pass. You do see there was a bit more bite behind that than she was trying to let on. There's a bit of sadness, but it quickly vanishes underneath her masterful playfulness. That's just how we do things here. I don't think that team would do anything bad. I look at what you guys do, not how you guys act. I look at what Quinn decides to do, and I decide how I view Quinn. I look at the things you do, and I decide how I want to view you. You can say whatever you want, you can act how you want, but it's what you do that it's important. Talking's really easy. Doing things, that's where your true intentions come out.
I see. I think that probably helps.
Helps with what? You seem a bit more bothered, especially for talking to me.
Just what you were saying today struck a chord. We have been exposed for
being deceitful, and I wanted to see a outsider's opinion on that.
Yeah, you guys are seen as liars, but liars can have truths. Liars can be good people, but being a liar is still something you have to deal with. The good and the bad always have to be brought in together. Shows look at you, but I think you have a way more good than bad, especially that good face you got going on.
Hmm. Right. I suppose I should get back to my team. I appreciated this talk, thank you.
No problem. You have a good night.
You too.
One last insight advantage.
At advantage. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That was investigation. Shouldn't click on that. A 9, James. I'm doing great.
You walk off, but you know something. She didn't try to hug you. She didn't end her conversation with flirting with you. She simply sat back down and stared off in silence. She didn't go back inside. She just sat there.
I'll let her be alone for a bit.
All right. Anything else people are doing tonight?
I have something.
All right.
I would just tell Team Glass the news.
You see Court will clap and hug you and congratulate you. Oh, you're gonna leave us for that boring team. You were the best sparring partner I've had. Saffron, time will speak up.
Well, just because I'm leaving doesn't mean I don't have to win. Think of it more as like friendly competition now.
Yeah. But I can probably get a lot more stronger without you being around trying to hog all the glory. It's gonna be fun when I fight you on another team and I get to win points and beat you.
Yeah. But just so y'all know, Team Wood's gonna have some actual, like, fighting power now. So, I'd watch out, I guess.
I wouldn't put them too far behind. They've had some strong members, Irwin and Sully, but with you on their side, combat challenges are going to be very difficult if you ever go against them.
Yeah. Don't worry, this team change isn't gonna affect anything we've ever talked about, any of our friendships. Y'all are all still my friends, and I plan on keeping it that way.
Have fun going back to Sully. It can be a real pain in the butt. Scars will speak up.
I think I might have misspoke when I said all of you are my friends.
That's the Saffron I know. It's okay. I understand that, you're just a little uptight, stick in the mud.
I want to shoot a cube at him.
That's okay. Roll the attack. Do you have
I'm
cube?
just gonna roll it with wisdom because that's the same thing as. Oh, never
Okay.
mind. It's just a d20 plus 4. Yeah.
He just he just dodged out of the way of it. You're really good at swinging, but your aim is could use some work there.
I won't take joy in beating any of you but you, Scars.
And I'll take so much joy being able to break your arm without Ted saying anything. I don't think you could break your arm even if now. Not in the mood right now.
But yeah, I'm gonna spend tomorrow moving all my stuff, so it's been a real honor, guys.
It's been an honor to have you on the team.
And
Good to have
Gables,
more calm voices.
They'll see her start to tear up a little bit.
Ted and Court will go to comfort you.
Yeah, friendship.
They'll offer to help you move.
Who?
Ted and Court. And Diamond.
Yeah, friendship. Accept.
And Team Glass spends their night celebrating Saffron's new team exception or whatever. The next few days,
Yay.
we're gonna fast forward to politics.
No, fuck.
Everyone moves in. Everyone's enjoying themselves. It's a nice, wonderful time. Saffron, you are getting to the swing of things, but now it's time for politics. And this time, Saffron, you're not sitting for the first time. You're not sitting with Team Glass. You're sitting with Quinn.
Oh no, I'm scared for this.
Why would you be scared? I'm on your team.
James, I assume I've mentioned to Kino that like whatever gets proposed here, I have to agree with it. So it's up to her if like it's actually a bad thing. Like she knows the situation I'm in.
Why would I help though?
For all we know, whatever is being proposed can tear down the very core of the school. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's happened before. And you did promise them your word. You're trying to get out of it by using me is not a good idea. I don't have sway, but Saffron is new, so you're kind of screwed.
I know that, but if the proposition is to disband Team Wood, then I would hope you would stand up against it.
I have my own ways if that happens, but it'll be fine, Prince. I might even take a nap while it's happening. So, so it looks like you guys are all raring to get into this meeting. So how about we just kick things off? Casper immediately gets up. I'd like to propose something that we think we all should agree on. Prince, you hope you were caught up while you were gone. Besides, proving to everyone just how dysfunctional your team is, we've decided that we need to address the apparent power gap between our team and the others.
And how do you plan on doing so?
Well, I came to the school because I genuinely believe that this is a place where we can grow and become graduates, where we can learn to better ourselves. But I feel like there are many people here, not just in politics, but in the school as a whole, who are restricting that growth. I guess you can call them loose ends that have been dragging down the potential of our fellow students. We were getting rid of them in one way or the other through just a basic process of the school, but I feel like things can go along a lot smoothly if we just accelerate that process slightly. What are you getting at, Casper? Well, I suggest I and Team Iron would like us to move toward a stronger student body, and everyone else here would like to take us down a peg despite us constantly proving that we deserve this position. But we are, if anything, fair, and we are willing to hear you all out. So I suggest we have a little game, or a tournament, rather.
And how would you propose this tournament be executed?
For the next 4 weeks, on Fridays, we will be having 2 mandatory challenges. 2 teams will be selected. It can be at the discretion of our professors or at random. They shall be the challengers. They will get to choose a team each, essentially. The challenger will pick a team to be the challengee, and whoever's being challenged gets to come up with the Sorry, I got confused. Sorry. The challenger comes up with a challenge, and the person being challenged comes up with the wager.
Sorry, I'm writing this down as you say it. So the
So for-
challenger proposes the challenge, and the challenged has the terms.
Yes. For instance, if I were to challenge Team Wood, purely hypothetical, I would challenge Quinn in a let's see. Let's try, I don't know, a race. And I say that we're going to have a race, Quinn. And Quinn decides that if Quinn wins the race, that he will get to, I don't know, paint something silly on my forehead. And he's.
That was an interesting example.
Did Casper really just say silly? I feel like that's the oddest thing to come out of his
Silly
mouth.
on my forehead.
What, you mean that your forehead isn't silly enough?
I will.
I could play tic-tac-toe on the thing.
Quinn will then say that if I win, then I get to paint something silly on his forehead. Terms are even. We accept the deal because that's how challenge works. For countermeasures, though, we can have a committee of the leaders that if a wager is horrendously unfair, for instance, Quinn wins and Quinn gets to expel all of Team Iron. I win, I get to paint something silly on Quinn's head. Very unfair wager. We can step in and then try to come to a compromise at that point.
All right, so to make sure I'm understanding this correctly, either randomly or by professor's choice, 2 challenger teams are selected. Each one comes up with a challenge and challenges another team to that. The team that has been challenged is the one that proposes the terms.
Yes, hopefully this election's in a way where everyone gets a turn and everyone gets a chance to win. And
I have a question about that. How would it be approached if both challenging teams were to choose the same team as their target? Or is there a safeguard to prevent that?
to challenge the same team back to back, I would say there would be no problem with that, but I do have safeguards to keep challenges from getting boring.
Right.
For instance, I seen you have recently picked up a very strong fighter, Saffron. Say Team Wood was picked for a challenge multiple times, and they constantly are just doing fights, one-on-ones using Saffron as their great vanguard. To stop this, a team member cannot be in a challenge 2 times in a row. There will need to be at least a break in between. So if Wood were to challenge Iron in a combat with using Saffron, and then Wood were to challenge Glass in a combat, they would not be allowed to use Saffron.
And would this consecutive carry over across weeks, or is it just on the same day?
It will carry across weeks. So the next time you challenge, you cannot bring them in.
What if the first challenge was, say, we use Saffron in a fight, and the second challenge would be using Saffron in a chess match? Or is
Cannot
it just the
happen.
same style?
Cannot happen. You have to
Alright.
use your full potential of your team. This is to help inspire those who are weak to maybe get one last chance to step up and prove something of themselves. You can't rely on your top dogs to get you through this entire tournament. Of course, exception for fee.
I hadn't thought about that, but you got a point.
Bringing on to the next thing, we will tally up the wins and the losses, and the person with the most wins will win the tournament. And I think with that, we should reallocate our points to make sure that they are ahead by at least 10. Or whatever is evenly distributed. I'm not really thinking about math right now. Essentially giving them a lead, and they will automatically receive the winner's corner. And for the loser, the one at the very bottom, they must expel 1 member voted on their team, and also 1 member voted by the leaders of the 4 or the 5 teams.
Oh shit.
Saffron's gonna like shyly raise her
Yes.
And then she's just gonna point to Fee after that last point.
Fee's not in his class.
Oh, all right. Well, okay. Then she. What about if Fee loses? That's only one person on the team.
Casper will speak up. Then Fee will simply be expelled.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
One more thing. Say, for a challenge, we use our entire team. Does that mean we can't use anyone on the next challenge?
I would say that is actually something we were going to bring up. I was hoping the prince would, Lorben will say. Our condition was that actually can grant you immunity from being challenged twice if you are on the receiving end. And if you need to issue a challenge, you simply will get a you simply will get a reset.
Oh, okay.
After all, this is meant to be inspiring using your entire team. And if you had to use your entire team, then the job is getting done.
All right. And how will we be tallying the wins and losses? Because unless there's a way to ensure everyone competes the exact same amount of times, or it's very easy for someone to simply have not been challenged as much and therefore not have as many chances to win or lose.
That we are leaving up to the floor. You want you guys' input on this? How would you think, Prince?
Let me do the math here. There's 5 teams. There's a total of 8 challenges. So that means a total of 16. Each team would compete between 3 and 4 times. Sorry, between 4 and 5. Math? Wait, math. Each team competes 3 times, with one team competing an extra time.
It checks out, but there's also the possibility of there not being 5 teams before this challenge starts.
If you're proposing the chance that Fee is expelled before the challenge begins, then I suppose the method would just simply become easier.
I'm proposing the idea that Fee would be going against the might of the entire school, and though he is extremely skilled in some areas, he'll be easy pickings for others, easy wins. I'm sure even an isolated idiot would realize that he is at a massive disadvantage if he wishes to stay at the school. Are you trying to use this as a way to force Fee to join a team? You see Casper simply just give a shit-eating grin.
All right, then how would we tackle it in the scenario of Fee realizing, perhaps after the first week, that he needs to join a team?
We lock teams off. No changing of teams when the 20 starts. If he locks himself into this death, he's going to accept it. Though I do know there are people here that his eyes like linger toward you, like your general group, Quinn, that have a soft spot for him. There's also other teams, he like sort of gestured to himself, that can adequately support him.
All right, so in the scenario that Fee joins a team before the tournament begins, each team will compete a total of 4 times. Which means that if perhaps you get all 4 of your challenges done in the first 2 weeks, you therefore you're not allowed to be challenged or drawn as the challenger for the remaining 2 weeks. Sound fair?
Works for me. I'm not really good on math, but that sounds about right.
With 5 teams, the cutoff still caps at 4. However, there are ways to get away with only having to participate in 3 matches. If my math is correct, which it may not be, there should only be one team that competes in 4 matches. So I would like to suggest that perhaps we all compete in 3, pretend that that is the cutoff, and then at the end, the team with the most losses gets a chance to redeem themselves, try to get a final win in. I don't know how logistically if that's the best option, but just throwing ideas out there.
That sounds good to me. I'm fine with that. Well, Prince, seems you got us on that plan.
And then in terms of scoring, if you only ever participate in 3 matches, then there's a high likelihood that the winner will have won all 3 and the loser will have lost all 3. Therefore, in the event of perhaps 2 teams have won everything or 2 teams have lost everything, we will have a tiebreaker challenge. It'll be a flip of the coin of who determines the challenge and who determines the terms. And that tiebreaker only occurs for top versus like top 2, bottom 2 if they happen to have the same number of wins.
Mm-hmm.
If one of those people is the team that did 4, then we'll do the math when we get to it. I don't know, James.
Seems like we can sort out that later on,
If
but
the
we've come
event
to a
arises.
general consensus. So, sounds like you guys are trying to bring something to a vote then. Yes, I'd like to bring this tournament to a vote starting on Friday. We'll start this tournament. As the rules laid out before us, is there any more questions about this? And how exactly is this going to help us bring you guys down a peg? If you think that you guys are the best amongst us all, well, it's a good chance for you to prove us wrong. That your methods of allowing the less fortunate among us to cause such chaos, that we are truly the bad guys and that we deserve to be dethroned, then surely if it's 4 other teams who deserve something far better than where they're at right now, it'll show up in the tournament, especially when they can set their own standards and we have multiple chances to prove win and loss. On top of that, Warben will speak up. There also is that there's going to be a micro benefits as you're challenging. Meek will simply shrug. All right, then. I guess we'll bring it to a vote then. She'll look around. Does Quinn or Saffron have anything else they want to say?
Saffron will look like she wants to say something, but she won't.
Quinn, you noticed this?
Saffron, do you have something you'd like me to voice?
No, it's just a stupid idea.
No, if it's something that'll make this more bearable, then by all means.
I don't know if it'd be more bearable, but maybe a little bit more fun for the last week.
No?
Well, what if, for the last week's challenges, all the teams did a challenge together? Like, every team is in one challenge.
Oh.
And
I'd actually like to propose an amendment to my prior statement about that the odd numbered challenge. Saffron proposed that maybe at the final week, all 5 teams compete in a challenge together.
And we can have the professors work on that as well. They can be the ones that do it. Make it fair.
Yeah.
They all hate us.
The professors would essentially, I don't want to say replace the team captain's council, but the unbiased party.
Or biased toward causing us pain. You know it! As Leanne will hold up a bottle of wine.
When I say unbiased, I mean that I believe they are equally biased against all of us.
I, for one, think this is an amazing idea. Leanne pours a glass and drink. Casper looks annoyed, but I suppose we can add that on if that would help with the votes.
Yeah, I did.
All right. So, voting begins. Iron is for a yes. Glass is for a yes. Wood?
We're for it. This actually isn't that bad. Okay, it will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until Chris finally gets to challenge Barkley and Barkley loses.
So, with that, it passes. And politics is over. Congratulations, Quinn. You've enacted a tournament arc.
Check
real
that
reason
off
I
of my list.
What'd you say, Ian?
The real reason I joined the campaign.
Yeah, Ian knew there was a tournament arc coming, and he's like, "Damn, I gotta get back in there."
I smell it on the wind. Tournament arc.
Tournament arc. Finally, a chance to use my power.
Finally, a chance to use all the NPCs I've created.
God, I can't wait to kill them all.
With that, we're gonna fast. Let's actually, are you trying on the ring again, Toto? Sorry, Toto. Did you try on Sunday for the ring again?
I probably would have, yeah, but I kind of want to consult the book before I did the ring again.
Oh, you're such a coward. What is your accent look?
Pussy.
I want to see if the book has any advice on trying to use relic when you don't have a more specific time, like when you don't have a more specific date than when it was made or when the first soul entered or something like that. Like I want to know what you do when you don't have anything super specific.
History.
Let's
You
go.
just wasted that. All right, so it opens up and you are met. Actually, one moment. I don't want to go with this. You open up and you see on a cart. You see a younger You see a young adult Stephanie, younger than she is now, not by much. She's sort of tracing the patterns of the book as she's sitting across the back of the cart with Aaron. They're not in their school uniforms. They don't look like they're heading toward any academy. They actually look like they just got out of a fight. So run that by me again. How did you even know that that sword was going to tell you the answer? That was going to figure out how we were going to get there? Well, it was quite easy while you were sitting there running your mouth off trying to be the smartest person in the room, because I am. Sure. I remembered something. You know my abilities. I can look into the past and figure anything out. Yeah, but if you don't know what you're looking for, then what's the point of it? Well, if you don't know what you're looking for, then you have to just use common investigation. I realized that what they cared most about wasn't the girl. It wasn't that treasure that you were after. It was that old sword they kept looking at, they kept referencing, especially that battle. Once I had the context, relic was the last step I needed. So yeah, you're welcome, by the way. Whatever. You got lucky. That's what you get.
All right. I don't know if that really helped me or not, but sure. Okay, so the context, what the ring is really about. Alright. So let's sit back down with Sully. Okay. Let's try this again.
Sully, you've been put back in the room.
Yeah, and Wicked faces off because haha. Phony.
Crap.
Are you gonna do anything, or are you just gonna?
I'm thinking about how to phrase this. James, I'm looking for the day that. See, the problem is I don't know for sure that they did,
The day Sully put it on.
but I want to look for the day that they either did or thought they did discover the divine.
Okay. History at advantage.
Whoa. You ready to coin it, James?
Please do not.
You have all the coins, James.
No, I don't.
No, he has to. Please do not, James. Let me have this. Let me have this, please.
Wait, you know what'd be funny?
What?
What if I coined it?
No.
Hey,
Ian,
hey, Wolf.
Ian, I will go. I
Wolf,
am
Wolf,
here.
Wolf,
I am in your
listen
house.
to
I
me.
will run to you and I will choke you.
Hey, I'm gonna
Hey,
coin
James,
the
I'd like to
15
coin it.
so he can't
No.
coin the 20.
This applies to you too.
Yeah, why do
Nobody
you think
coin me.
Rebel said that? Or are you
I'm
coining?
coining the 15.
No, coins work.
No,
on
you
each
have to
roll.
coin the whole thing.
The whole thing gets coined.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, my statement still stands. I'd like to coin it, James.
No.
You coining?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Roll again.
It's funnier when she doesn't get anything. That's an
Fuck.
8.
Rowan, I hate you.
Fuck.
I am so pissed right now.
The actual fuck.
I
Why did we
am
just do this?
extremely pissed.
Listen, I stopped once I realized it was the
Yeah,
whole
thank
thing.
you, Ian. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So,
James, because it was at advantage, can I keep the 20?
no. That's not how coins work.
coins work.
It was an 8. So, with that, all you get is it worked. You don't realize how fragile human life is. But when it's harnessed, when it's combined in this way, it can be so much more powerful. You are so scared of death, of morals, but when you go past that, you can be like a god. You can be the divine that you've been searching for. That's all you get.
All right.
You relay that to Sully?
Yep.
All right. Would you try it again, or are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again the next day, because fuck off.
It's
Same memory, though.
progress.
All right. Roll with the advantage. All right, you want to coin that?
I think
If you
it's
coin it again, I am going into your room.
Let me lock my door real quick.
Ian?
Alright.
You gonna coin you?
No, that's your job.
All right. So, you guys sit down, and finally, you get that scene again. But now you can actually see what's going on. Sitting with the ring around his finger, you see a man cloaked in fine robes, almost trying to display himself as some mighty king or even something higher than that. And grasping sort of the hollowed out head, sort of like sunken cheeks of what used to be what looks to be a human, now has become something far more horrific. Uh, he looks up, and before him, he sees Aaron, Stephanie, and Jux. And Leanne. Oh,
Chucks
you
and
look...
Leanne, or
Jux
Leanne
and Leanne,
instead
yeah.
of Chucks? Okay.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so the man
Mhm.
that bought the ring or something, who knows, sees our professors?
Yeah, but they're younger.
Okay.
You look so horrified. Throws this casts the body. That's horrific. Why would you do something like that? This isn't magic. This is something worse. Take off the ring now. It's driving you crazy. No, 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 children. This is what magic is meant to be. It is meant to defy the laws of our world. We've been limiting ourselves, thinking it's meant to help us in day to day mundane activities. We are meant to be beyond the mundane. Uh, you see, Leanne looks a bit fidgety and like so she takes a step back. Are you afraid? You should be. You should be afraid of power. I am going to use magic the way it's intended. I will become the only thing that magic can turn to. It flows out of me. Can't you see it? All right, I'm done with this. You see Aaron cast comments and shoot lightning at him. But with that, a body jumps out of the way and takes the lightning for him. You see that body he just discarded come back, its eyes glowing purple. It seems almost, its life's in it, but yet that body's still dead. And they both look back in horror. This doesn't just give me power, it allows me to create servants. Servants to lead my vision. It's not the point of all this. Isn't a god meant to have worshippers? And if you won't bow down before me, then I'll simply make my own. As you see all the other bodies around them, and the camera pans back, your vision pans back, and you see this destroyed village. More of these dead bodies, as purple flows into them, start getting up and rushing at your professors. I have taken their lives so they may serve a higher purpose. That is the point of this ring, and that is the point of my existence. The vision ends.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Now you know who to ask.
Yeah, Toto's just kind of sitting silently. He's not really saying much of anything.
Toto looks freaked out. This is Monday now. You guys probably did this during lunch.
What? What's wrong?
I you're I'm surprised none of the professors Sully. I'm going to tell Sully my vision.
Sully, you have recapped on the entire vision.
He's gonna look down at the ring. So does that mean that that voice... Are you the creator of it?
Not in the slightest.
Then you're a victim?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call myself a victim, but I guess you can see it that way.
What would you call yourself then?
A badass hero.
I guess if you're gonna do that, at least tell me as to why.
Nope.
No? Why?
Because it's not my story to tell, and honestly, I don't know much of it.
What?
I told you to have this ring because you're one of the few people who can actually use it. This ring has been taken from you because I promised people that I'll let you figure it out for yourself.
Still doesn't
I-
make sense.
What doesn't?
Just... What?
What part?
Who did you promise?
Put together the pieces. Are the professors dead?
Yeah, but you're dead.
Yeah.
So how could you promise them that I could control the ring?
You think that you randomly found me?
Yes, I do. I found you in a cave. Wait, you're not the ring, you're just a soul in the ring. I found it in a cave.
Yeah. How do you think it got there? You think that's the battle scene? You think that's the final resting place of some epic battle? A random cave near your house?
No, but no one would normally go there unless they had a very specific reason to, and I did. I had a job that had me go through there.
Be a great place to hide something that you want someone to find if you knew exactly where they were going to go every day. Or at least where they're going to go frequently.
How long have you been watching me?
I don't know. Time's hard.
No, it's not.
You see your laughter.
Okay, so you're not going to be helpful at all.
I am being helpful. You can do magic, can't you?
That's it. I thought you were holding back like all the thousands of souls inside this thing.
I mean, yeah. But that's different. That's kind of resolved. You could ruin it all, but you would have to get past me, and I'm not going to let that happen. I gave you mana. Is that not what you want?
Well, yes, but I thought it was more like the ring having a storehold of it.
It does. But you're not using that. You haven't yet. You honestly haven't had a need to. Been doing a good job on your own. Besides that one time where I helped you, and that wasn't even that much, you've been using your mana. The mana the ring gave you.
Right. So there's more to this ring than just what I've been using.
A lot more. Think of it like this. This ring takes and it gives. It took something from you and it gave you something back in return.
What did it take?
Again, I said I would let you figure it out, and the first year is not meant to figure it out. Unless you want to keep prying, then you have to go find your own steps. You do have a Pathfinder in front of you, by the way, who has no idea what we're saying. Or at least what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's used to that by now.
Look,
Yeah, and Toto's only like half paying attention at this point. He's very lost in thought.
look. Yeah, there's a lot of power, and honestly, he actually for that moment suddenly you feel a rush of mana for a brief moment, and with that you feel as if hundreds and hundreds of hands are grabbing at you. Then it stops.
So, whose idea was it to even make this thing?
That grand person who wanted to become a god?
Yeah, that idiot.
Wasn't strong enough on his own, so he used the backs of others.
And who was he?
He was the man that killed me, and killed dozens of other people. And he's someone that is going to be lost to history because to mention his name, we will only be accomplishing what he wanted. Fame, glory, a place in this world that won't be forgotten. He almost did that, but he was stopped. So now he's just the nameless idiot that made a very horrific thing.
Something tells me that's all I'm going to get out of you.
Like I said, majority of that story isn't for me to tell. I had my heroic moment, and now my next moment is to make sure you have mana. That's it. Also to make fun of you when you do something dumb. If you want to find out more, go ahead and ask the people that were there. Or if you think you're ready already, just jump right in, and we can skip this process.
Alright, I get your point.
I'm here because you had a dream, and I wanted to make that dream come true, Sully.
So, to answer my question, how long have you been watching me?
Time's really hard, and he goes silent after that.
How helpful?
Toto? See, that's all you
Talk
stop talking.
Toto about my nice little conversation.
Toto, you're recapping everything that was said.
We need to tread lightly with the ring.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go to dinner, and he's just gonna leave.
All right. So if nothing else of importance happens, we're gonna fast forward to theater because it's back on.
Oh fuck!
Yes!
Oh fuck! Wait,
I've been waiting for this. Let me go back to my list of who's trying out for what role.
I'm trying out for narrator.
Sorry,
Erwin's
I have to
trying
go
out for
back a lot of
Mary.
pages. Fuck. This is before Spirit Oasis.
Yeah, this was a long ass time ago.
Okay, I have it. It was in May. It is now September.
What?
My notes from who's auditioning for what role.
Rip.
You remember?
So, for the narrator, we have Carter versus Toto. For the lead male, we have Erwin versus Ted versus Casper. For the lead female, we have Meek versus Diamond.
I forgot Diamond was here.
James, take it away.
Oh, Diamond is here. Oops, that's a red count. I think that's all the big ones, honestly. Is there another big one?
Well, that's all you gave me. That you also had a list of people that were like, "I'm joining tech," but I didn't
Yeah.
write those down.
Well, that was Court and Finn.
Yeah, I know Finn was on tech, but that's just because he's Finn.
I take offense to that.
Is it just 3 team leaders fighting to be the lead male?
Now it is.
It didn't used to be.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn. I didn't even realize
So,
that.
Erwin, you're competing against our top two suspects for the Great Pretender.
Fun.
Fuck.
Really fun having to delay this because now it's just more tension.
Oh yeah. Kick their asses, Erwin.
Did someone say challenge?
Someone say challenge. And suddenly, Ian uses an ability pad. All right. So we finally got back. We finally got back on schedule. So we're going to do a lot of rehearsing around the clock. If you guys have free time, you're going to head back to the theater or you're going to be practicing your lines. We're going to start auditions next Wednesday. Come over here. I don't care. You can make excuse if you want. We need to get started. We are very behind on schedule. I have to do a lot of plans. We finally have a place to run this thing. So get your lines ready. And as far as I can tell, no one's changed their roles yet. So again, we need these spots filled, especially the main roles. I'm expecting you to be on your best performance.
Hmm.
You just
Right, it was just a confirmation.
all right. So you guys all immediately people split off and they start working on their lines. You see Ted. Ted doesn't really care. He's not even reading much, but he does go through it once, and he, without even looking at the script, he's already memorized a lot of them. He loses his accent actually completely and slips into a completely different accent for this role.
That's concerning.
Yep. Nope, that's expected.
Ted is good actor.
Ted is the pretender.
Casper is also doing a really good job. He really gets into the role. He can't really switch voices much, but he does change his personality a lot. From what he's meant to be sort of Casper is a very snobby, uppity guy. But the male lead is meant to be this roguish sort of idiot. So he does a good job dumbing himself down.
Cool.
Well, excuse me, person.
Jesus fucking Christ. Don't you dare compare this.
Lady.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Well, excuse me, princess.
How's Diamond's rehearsal going?
I forgot Diamond even was here.
And tried out for the lead female role.
Well, Diamond got peer pressured into trying out for the lead female role because I think she wants to be on tech so she can lift heavy things.
Heave hold of Diamond for me. Diamond. It's not going well. Meeks actually stopped rehearsing and is just helping Diamond.
That's good.
Nice.
How about Carter?
Carter he has a natural good narration to him, so he kind of just sounds like he's constantly narrating. And at this point,
Carter's just talking.
Talent.
Carter's actually walking and like hovering over Toto. He's now reading his lines with great determination, certain that he can beat me when it comes to this audition. And in his eyes, you see a gleam that none has ever seen before as Toto reads line after line, getting lost in the play itself, reminding him of the days when he was a Beastmaster, back in
Carter,
his prime.
I am about to shove an arrow down your throat if you don't shut up.
His threats rang true as it echoed throughout the theater.
I'm going to
You could
punch
feel the
Don't fucking dex him.
You will let's see, make me that unarmed strike. he's a nippy boy. Let's see if he gets away.
That's just a strike save, technically, right? Plus my.
Yeah.
Alright, this is gonna be plus 3, guys. not at advantage, but I still fucking miss.
Even with all the determination in the world and fire in his lungs, he simply is too slow to land a blow on his adversary.
I'm okay. Fine. This is going into a Toto tries to beat up Carter scene.
Distracted by his rival, he's losing more and more time when it comes to practicing, knowing full well he will lose this competition in the long run.
No, Toto's still gonna beat the crap out of him.
I bet it's going to.
If I can't beat you in this competition, then I am sure as hell gonna be your understudy. I'll get the role one way or another.
I'm gonna be on that stage one way or the other. Quinn.
Yeah? What?
You're not in here, are you?
No.
I'm not.
Yeah, I know you're not. Quinn, you found out with your little practices with Barrett that he's been allowed to help with the play as a minor character.
Barrett is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the play.
That's the only reason. Screw my team and my friends.
Look, we all know no one on my team is getting the major role. You see my best there, James? I'm going for Barrett.
Hey, at least one of
Give me
them's
1
getting.
second.
Somebody on our team's getting narrator.
Someone on your team's getting narrator. That has been confirmed.
They're the only two auditioning for it. Unless it goes to random NPC number 3.
They're randoms, but this is the out of the people who are most likely to get the role.
I know.
So, Erwin, how are you going? How are you approaching this practice?
I wouldn't say he's had much experience reading lines before, but probably just trying to read through it, memorize it, and
do you need some help?
Say them as naturally as possible. It might help to read through the script to somebody else.
Yeah, especially the person's going to be the lead.
I would say that you're full of yourself, but...
She'll smile. I did kind of run this play when I was a kid. It was like a fun thing we did. And I also was a stagehand when I couldn't be any of the leads. And when I was a side character, I've ran through the chain prints a lot with my family.
That makes enough sense.
It's one of the classics when we were traveling around. People don't know much tales, but the chain prince is one that really rings true. It's a nice little love story.
So I've been told. I haven't had much time to read the script, though.
Well, it's amazing. Two people from opposite worlds being forced together, and them learning to look past their differences to find something new.
That does seem like a decent story.
Yeah. So we can start it off. I think the important part is probably hitting the scenes that can help you get into the character. Once you have an idea, the lines sort of come in, and improv is always a thing, especially when you're on stage.
I suppose it would be abhorrent to expect somebody to be able to memorize the whole thing front to back without, well, huge knowledge.
I mean, it's still expected. I don't know if you've been around theater people. They're kind of crazy. She'll smile.
Only a few people recently.
And stares off the camera directly into Ian's eyes.
Huh?
All right, so how about we start with this? And she'll like flip it instinctively, and it lands. Oh, look, a random scene. It's it's like the climactic romance scene.
I thought she said that I should start with something that would get me into the character.
Oh, I mean, but a lot of it's just slowly falling for the person that's right across from you, and she'll just stare at you.
might be good to as a secondary. However, I don't know who this person is.
Well, and she actually is about to say something, but then she stops. Yeah, you don't know who the person's gonna be. Right. Then you should insight with advantage.
All right, let's see. Oh, I rolled that normal. That's my best insight roll all night.
Yep.
You know that you were just messing with her and you were just doing your normal thing, but it seems to hit her harder than you were expecting to. And she, for a moment, drops the whole playful facade, and you see a bit of sorrow. She wipes it away quickly and flips the page to just a normal scene. Say anything?
Not really. There might be some body language in there that suggests that he realized it, but
Actually, I think Diamond needs more help. You should start with these scenes though. Just try memorizing them first. I'll come check on you later.
right.
And she'll sort of walk off a little spaced out. All right. With that, we'll conclude with this. Is anyone doing anything before we cut to a team meeting so that Quinn can strategize with their team about the upcoming games that we're gonna cut up with on Friday?
Oh, we're doing a strategy meeting before the end of the session. Interesting.
Just starting one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because starting anything else will be starting the tournament. Unless someone wants to talk to any NPCs or to each other.
Nothing here.
Yeah, no, Toto's just kind of been off on his own since he did the ring.
I can probably wait till next session.
Alright. So, Toto, are you acting not yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, Toto, you see Court walk up to you while you're practicing.
Quart?
Yeah.
That's questionable.
She's in tech. She's in theater, like.
I finally got rid of Carter, so that upped my mood a little bit.
You see her put like a you okay in ice.
Oh, yeah, Carter was just bugging me.
You see a sculpture made of a heart and then a no sign, no put in front of it, and then a question mark.
Court, I'm fine. I promise.
She'll just pout and look at you. And in water, she'll just put, "You haven't flirted with anyone today."
Maybe that's because most of the people I would be flirting with aren't exactly in this club.
Not at breakfast, not at lunch, not at dinner.
A lot of things on my mind, Court, but it's nothing to worry about.
She'll make a sculpture of you on the ground and carrying a box. And then you see her adding more boxes on there until eventually the boxes topple over on top of you.
Great analogy and everything, Court, but I promise you it's nothing to worry about.
And then she'll make more sculptures of her and other people, other your friends, picking up the boxes.
Court, please. I kind of really want to kick Carter's ass right now, so I would prefer to get to the lines.
She'll just look at you. She'll just smile and she'll write, "You're very difficult for someone who always wants other people to talk."
Well, Court, you see, we're kind of under a lot of flack for keeping secrets and everything. So I'm just kind of wanting to join my team on that bandwagon, you know?
She'll shrug. And she'll just put, you're under flack for being yourself. Who cares what people think if you're just being yourself?
The fact that it literally affects everybody else on my team.
She'll pick a picture. She'll do like a sculpture of Barkley on trial, and then you and Quinn defending him.
Damn, these are really good sculptures.
She'll write, "I've gotten practice since I can't,
Right. Very talented.
You were willing to do so much for someone else, even if it meant putting other people at risk." And she'll just point back at the fallen boxes overused sculpture.
Court, this is really something it's really something I can't talk about.
She'll get up and shrug, and she'll just make all the sculptures disappear. "It's up to you." And she'll walk off.
I'll go back to reading my lines because fuck Carter at this point.
Toto realized that even after all this studying and all this practicing, that he is merely one small step amongst a massive stairway to lead up to what I could amount to in simple hours or maybe even minutes of practicing. At this point, Toto was grief-stricken, not knowing what to do, where to go. Maybe giving up was the best option.
Carter, I am this fucking close to killing you.
Why is that, Toto? I'm practicing.
You're antagonizing me.
Practicing, Toto, practicing.
Antagonizing.
I am simply in the same area of you while I'm practicing. I don't know why you're taking such offense to me trying to get to the emotion behind the narrator.
Because none of what you're saying is in the script.
I'm going to throw the nearest object at Carter. Be gone!
You throw a random prop at Carter. Toto threw with all of his might, but his might
Be
wasn't
gone!
much because he only has
Foul
strength.
demon!
There you go. That's the energy we're looking for. And he'll just walk off.
James, now anytime I'm practicing the actual lines, I'm always doing it very enthusiastically, artistically, and I am literally using all my performance skills at one time right near Carter anytime I am practicing my lines.
Though hard he try and much he strain, he is simply trying to be a peasant compared to a king.
James, I am fucking killing this guy.
But a peasant can also rise up from the ranks. And that is what I've been taught, at least. It's a possibility, though, an unlikelihood. And with that, we're going to pull the camera back on Meek walking away from Erwin while he looks at her questionably. With Quinn doing whatever Quinn does while they're in the club. Saffron training with a jealous Porter looking at her. and hey Toto throwing random things at Carter. Hope you get. Oh wait, and Sully, also Sully, doing whatever Sully does during club. Love you guys enjoy it. See you next week.